Should be live now, but I'm double checking. Yes, indeed I am. So hello everybody, welcome to the live stream. I am Bleeding Bullet. You probably know that already, but I say it anyway, for those who might not. Fingers crossed. Anyways, I'm trying to get the Opticore Vandal in Warframe, and to get that, you have to seal 100 Thermia fractures. That's not 100% true, because if you seal 4 Thermia fractures with 1 canister, then you can't use that canister anymore. It only has like 4 uses, if you will. But after you use all 4 uses of that 1 canister, you get 7, it basically counts as you sealing 7 Thermia fractures instead of 4. It'll say you sealed 7, even though you only sealed 4. I don't fully understand why, but it does, and I'm glad, because that means I have to seal, like, 8 less Thermia fractures, I think. It's really not that much different, but it's a little different. Hey, Michael Hall, good to have you here. How long is the stream expected to be? I'd say about 3 hours. 3 hours, probably, for this stream. Alright, anyway, so let's just get started with it instead of sitting here talking. Sorry about all that. So I'm gonna hop in my Arcwing here. We gotta head off to the Tower of Prophet. Temple of Prophet. Temple of Prophet. Where the heck am I? Oh, I'm flying right towards it. Look, there I am. Here's the Temple of Prophet. We're headed there. Alright, beautiful. So we go to the Temple of Prophet. We're looking for a giant crab walker, which I can see it from here, because it's that big. So there's the giant crab walker. We don't have to mess with that thing. What we do have to do is kill its children. I'm not even kidding. They're called children. I can't remember exactly what else, but it definitely has child in the name. Oh, no, it doesn't. I'm wrong? I swear it did. Anyways, okay, well, we have to kill his kids anyway. Jesus Christ, I just got rocked. That took no time at all. Well, 1 life down. All right, let's get the heck out of here. We got one of these. We got one of these canisters that we need. Now we're looking for the fissures. You'll see these big, bright orange spots. I think I'm still getting sniped at by that giant crab. Like, I'm still taking damage from something. I'm trying to be sneaky and hang low to the ground, so I'm hard to shoot from a distance. But something was shooting me for heavy damage from a long way. Like, it got down through all my shields, which isn't that hard to do, actually, in my little flying thing here. Okay, so where the heck is a Thermia fracture? Hey, Violet! The attractiveness. I don't know. I think I need to cut my own hair really, really bad. That hair says, tussle me. I need to get rid of it, I think. It's too much. Oh, there's a fracture right there. Took me long enough to see it. Okay, so you just go over to the fracture. And you place the canister. And then you sit here and defend it. And I've noticed an array of enemy levels. Okay, yeah, so these ones are 45. This is going to be a little bit tougher. Sometimes they're like level 45 enemies, sometimes they're like level 25 enemies. And I don't really know why. Sometimes it's one and other times it's the other, but I've noticed that it switches back and forth. And if there is a reason behind that as to why, then I'm not really sure. I just killed that thing in 1 shot, a level 45, whatever those things are called. I need to get myself a shield up. I'm getting decimated here. Took care of their reinforcement beacon. They're still showing up in droves. They're going to do that the whole time, so I really got to hold it down here. I hope they start dropping some energy, because I don't have more for another shield after that one's gone. Here's some laying on the ground. Some more over here. That'll give us enough to make another one when that one runs out. It's just nice to have some cover. I'll use it if I start getting shot up too much. If I'm doing alright without it, I don't just leave a shield up the whole time, because that's not sustainable. But I can hold off until I'm in need. I love these. Oh my god, I did it again. Are the coil drives not level 45? I need to pay attention, because there's no way those coil drives are level 45 and I'm one-shotting them like that. Here's another one. What is it? Oh yeah, see, it's level 13. Yeah, the coil drive's only level 13. I didn't catch that. I thought I saw that the enemies that were spawning in like this were level 45, and I figured everything was going to be, including the coil drives. But I guess not. Man, I love this Fulman. It's so good. I got it nice and formatted up, and I think the mods that I have on it are pretty helpful for damage output as well. I've got a lot of stuff related to criticals. So I have like a 75% chance of landing a critical. The critical itself has a 10% chance of being enhanced, which makes it like 10 times deadlier. Also, I have a mod on that makes it so my critical attacks do like 4 times as much damage on their own. So then you're getting like, I'm basically getting a critical hit every time I shoot. The critical hit's getting multiplied by 4, and then there's a 10% chance on every shot that critical that is already multiplied by 4 is going to get multiplied by 10. So it's kind of nutty. I don't know if it's actually 10, but it seems like it. Because I typically strike, like, in the low 10,000s. Like, I'll strike, like, 20,000 to 40,000 is typically what my shots seem to do. And then it seems like when... Oh, I guess that one was less than that. We'll say... Okay, extra low. We'll say 10,000 to 40,000. They're in that range, I've noticed, with my weapon right now. But then when I get one of those enhanced criticals, it'll be like friggin' 40,000. That's not the same. Wait. I'm having a brain fart. It'll be a lot more. I guess that's obvious. Did I? Oh, I did it. Okay. Yeah, I'm still sitting here defending, and I already sealed it. I hope that just happened. I don't know how long that was going on for. The sync is a little out. Heck yeah, it is. You delayed a touch compared to the audio. Thank you guys for telling me. I actually did forget to fix something. Usually I have to mess around with it a little bit, so hold on just a second here. Thank you for telling me. I am a fool for not realizing that this happened already. How's this work again? My camera. That's it. Okay. There we go. That should be good. It might be fixed, it might not be. Let me mess around with my audio as well, just to... and close that. Alright, we should all be good with the synchronization now. How does it look? Does it look like I'm actually talking to you now? Or does it look like a PewDiePie video where he's like, wow, that's great. It's like, top tier, top tier. No, I actually love his content, though. Except for his gaming stuff, I don't watch that, which I get is ironic because I make gaming content of my own. But that's the thing, I spend so much time with video games, I don't need to watch him play Minecraft. I've played so much Minecraft. You know what I'm saying? He does play some interesting games that I never heard of. I watched a little bit of him playing that crab game. It was like crustacean warfare. I thought it was cool until I realized they were shooting homing missiles and stuff out, and I was like, oh, this is literally just like a really stupid game. I thought it was like you were crustaceans and you had to like survive on the bottom of the ocean as a crustacean would, you know, crawling around, finding your meals and stuff, and having to protect yourself from other creatures / players. Which, I mean, it was kind of like you fought other players who played as other creatures, or I don't know if it was other players. Might have just said NPCs, but, they're like shooting homing missiles off and stuff at each other. I was like, this ain't no crab fighting simulator. I wanted a crab fighting simulator, if you can't tell. I really want to look at my chat, but stuff is intense right now. I don't even know if they can, like, destroy that, though. Oh, it does have health. It does have health. Okay. Okay, so that's how I fail this. Because there's only one other thing in Orb Ballast that I question if I can lose or not. And that's when you have to, like, defend the jails during... When you have to defend the jail during a, what are they called? One of them things. You know them things? I, like, can't see the enemies because of this Thermia fracture. It's, like, all up in the way. I'm, like, running around trying to find stuff that's on my mini-map, and I don't even see them because I'm blind as a bat, I guess. Isn't there just one right there? Yeah, there he is. They're all over. Oh, at least it shows the health on the left side. I didn't realize that. Sometimes that glitches out and doesn't show it. I'm getting shot up good, though. It's a struggle for me to defend this thing. I'm like on a weird slope. I can hardly see anything because of the coolant fracture itself. There's enemies coming from every which way. BB, you should set up TTS for your streams. Text to speak? Why would I want that? Oh, it's so annoying. And then everybody sends messages, and then the whole time in the whole entire live stream, there's a robot voice talking like this because it's something somebody said in the chat, and then another message will get sent, and it will keep going on and on forever, and there will just be non-stop TTS going on throughout the entire live stream all of the time because people are always sending messages, especially if there was TTS, they would want to send even more because they would get to hear it said aloud just like this in a really weird voice. And that would be going on for the entire live stream. I probably wouldn't even be able to talk that much over the TTS the whole time because I'd be too busy listening to it talk and talk and talk. So you don't think you like TTS? I don't. I also don't really like the robot voices. Like when people make YouTube videos and they have like, instead of having any actual voiceovers or anything like that, they just use like Google Translate voice. It's like, oh my god. I can't even watch it. It's so... Like, I mean, the term cringy is overused, but it is, man. Like, I literally sit there, like, trying to watch it. Like, it's, like, physically makes me clench my teeth, which I'm pretty sure that's, like, the description of cringing. I don't really know the description of cringing. And I really want to read the chat more, but this coolant's almost done, and it was almost destroyed. Alright, now that I'm flying away, I'll be able to. Calm down. I am calm. Sound like Gladys from Portal? Exactly. Reddit videos. There's videos on Reddit. I guess, yeah, you post everything on Reddit. Violet says she doesn't like PewDiePie. You think he's dumb? Is all heck. Well, you're kind of right. But, he's not as bad as you think. Say Pew's regular content is hilarious. Most of it. I'm not gonna lie though, his new outro with the game that he's trying to push drives me nuts. Every time it gets to one of the end of his videos, for too long you have been farting in the darkness, and I'm like, this is so stupid. Like it just, I can feel my brain cells evacuating every single time. Just bring back the ass outro. That's what I want. That's better. I don't care if it's like 5 years old at this point. It's better than having to listen to that. Oh, they're too far away. I can't get them. Hey, I got that one. Did it not die? Oh, you son of a gun. Oh, it's level 52. Dang, son. Doesn't seem like the enemies are having a very easy time getting up to me either, though, which is nice. It's like, definitely having an easier time defending this one so far than I had with the other. That drone has to go. They are finding their way up this slope, though, which I do not appreciate. Oh, I hate those guys that knock you into the air like that. It drives me crazy. Got right back to where I was, though, and I killed the guy that caused it. Okay, there's nobody, like, on this thing, is there? Nope, we're defending it like madmen. They can't get up this hill. I have the high ground! And it's actually working really well. Microwave. I'm gonna put my computer in a microwave while live streaming and see what happens. Probably not be that interesting. It'd probably just get like crappier quality really rapidly before it cut out. So it'd be like nothing, 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 nothing. Whoa, it's getting really ugly. Oh, it's gone. That's what I assume would happen. Sounds like a Mr. Beast video. Yeah, man, I'm trying out new stuff to get more clicks these days, don't you know? I'm gonna be just like Mr. Beast. Minus all the money, probably. I love blowing up the coil drives. I don't know why exactly. There's just something satisfying about blowing up a coil drive. It's like, oh, you're just gonna roll by and drop some reinforcements off and get on out of here? I don't think so. I don't think that's gonna happen. What level are these guys? Oh, they're only like level 20 and 19 and stuff. Yeah, we just use this thing in auto mode, and I'll be mowing them down. How'd you guys get back here? Oh, that one's level 45. Where'd you guys come from? You're tougher than the rest. Where'd the little Moa go that fell through the ground? The Terra Moas do this weird front flip thing, and I swear to God, they fall through the ground after landing more often than they don't. It happens a lot. You'll be like sitting there waiting for it to land so you can get a good shot at it, and then it just doesn't because it falls through the earth, and you have to sit there waiting for it to like spawn back in somehow. It's painful. Alright, this thing's almost done. And that'll be, what, the second fracture we did in this thing, or the third? This will be the third fracture we did in this thing, actually. Nice, nice. We just got one more, and we'll be at 4, which gives us the credit of sealing 7 fractures for some reason. If you seal 4 different fractures all into one canister, it counts it as 7, which is nice. I don't fully understand why, but it's nice. I don't know where these projectiles are coming from. I think they already exploded or something. I heard explosions going off, and that was when I took off. Alright, Thermia fracture over here anywhere? Oh. That one? It kind of looks like one, and it kind of doesn't. But I might just be looking at it from a far away, weird angle. Spaghetti, you wondering if I liked your video? I still haven't watched it with sound. I'm sorry, so it's hard to like give any amount of judgment on it when it was like silent, and then I watched it only for like 45 seconds. I'll watch it sometime for you, Spaghetti, to go. I won't forget. I'll probably watch it the day after tomorrow, which I know sounds oddly specific, but I'm a man of my word, okay? You can trust me on this one. I can't get this flying guy. It's driving me nuts. Yeah, and then after I kill the one guy that's flying around, there's another one. Also, there's these guys on the ground that send me flying, and I don't appreciate them either. There we go. Alright, it's a little crazy up here, and I don't have any shields left. So I'm going to put up one to protect me. Because I don't have any shields on, like, my Warframe, that is. But I can put down this ability that is a shield. God dang it. It blasted me out from behind it. There we go. Can't tell. I really can't stand those flying dudes. The only thing that's a bad thing about this weapon is it only has so much range. Unless I put it in automatic mode like this, it can go forever when it's in automatic like this. But when it's nice and powerful in the semi-automatic mode, it's like a shotgun. It's not quite a shotgun. It has like punch through already, so it goes through everything that I hit it when I have it in semi-automatic mode, so I can hit multiple enemies in a line, which is not that useful in these big open areas. But when you get into the regular, more cramped tiles of this game, having a weapon that can go through a big row of enemies in one hit is really helpful. But it only goes so far, and then it stops. I have a mod on to make it so that it goes further, so I have more range with my gun than I actually would have if I didn't have that mod on it. I don't know. There's just a lot of things I like about this gun. I love having the 2 different functionalities. It's kind of like having 2 primary weapons at once. It's like I have a shotgun and an assault rifle. Also, you don't have to reload this gun ever. Instead of reloading, it has like this charge that happens. Like, you shoot my ammo. Right now it takes 10 ammo per shot because I'm in the semi-automatic mode. And then it just starts going back up on its own. And it takes like kind of a second. It's not the quickest, I guess, reload. But what I really like about it is you don't actually have to worry about reloading at all. So when I stop shooting for the moment that is kind of like reloading my gun, if I get knocked down, or if I roll like this, anything that would typically cancel the reloading animation, you don't have to worry about getting your reload animation canceled in this, or using this gun, because there is no actual reloading. It just kind of charges, like I said. I did not notice there's an enemy just sitting here chilling on this. At least it's almost done, so I don't have to protect it a little bit longer, or I only have to protect it a little bit longer. God dang, if I didn't notice that, this thing could have been history. I would have been upset. Okie dokie. You done here? Can I go? Oh, it's just gonna vanish now. So well, canister. Or so long, I meant to say. I wanted to watch it so bad that I sat here and died for it. It should be it, right? It's supposed to vanish. It's still sitting there. I'm sitting here waiting for it to vanish. And it did not vanish. You just put Mario Yahoos. Oh, yeah. Okay, I have to go up and press X on it, and then it disappears. Okay, I see. I see. So it doesn't disappear automatically. You actually have to go and try to pick it up to make it disappear, and then you get the 7 Thermia whatevers. Like, if you want to check. So I just did 4 different I just did 4 different fractures, and if we go and look at the mission progress, you'll see... Oh, it doesn't say it. Huh. I guess it doesn't count it until you leave, and it'll show that on, like, when you're leaving, it'll show that you got 7, like, Thermia credits or something. I can't remember what it's called. Welcome back, Violet. I'm touching Corn's face. He didn't appreciate it. He stole my chair. It's my cat, Cornelius. I kind of forgot he was here, to be honest. Okay. Now we get to do it again! Isn't that exciting? You need corn? Let me add corn! You'll be here in a few hours to get at him, won't you? That's what I was thinking, at least. Okay, I need to get back to... Where is it at? Where am I at? I need to get to the Temple of Prophet. Oh, I'm actually not that far away. It's to my left. Alright, so once again, we're going to be looking for that giant crab thing. We're going to have to go kill one of its children, take its brain, and we can use that for the Thermia fractures. A little fuzzy guy. Yeah, say a few hours isn't soon enough, though. Yeah, I understand wanting the Cornelius now. Oh, he was so cute. He's been sleeping all day. He's sleeping now. He's just been sleeping a lot, because that's what cats do. But he woke up earlier, and the fur on the back of his head was all, like, messed up. And I was like, oh, Corn, you got, like, morning hair. He just woke up. Okay, where's this giant crab? I do not hear it. I do not see it. We're at the right place, right? Oh. Not really. What am I thinking? It's this tower. What was I looking at? Why did I think I was there? I'm dumb. That's why I thought I was there. Alright. Giant crab. Where are you? I'll just start playing Crab Rave and it'll show up. It's gotta clack its claws. There we go. Took me a second. I was like, what the heck is it called? Can you believe that English is my first language? Okay. Oh, there it is. Look at that. Okay, so last time this thing, like, gunned me down as soon as I got close. Maybe I shouldn't fly in like that this time. Maybe I should run up to it. I just heard that gun shooting, and it didn't seem to get me. Oh, it's shooting me again. I have a secret weapon in case I need to pull it out. It's not really a secret weapon. It's more like a secret defense. Where are the little ones, though? Isn't there supposed to be little ones with it? And that's what, yeah, that's what I take. I don't actually want the, ow. Did it just step on me? Is that what that was? I don't want the actual exploiter or orb. I want the little ones that are around it. This thing shoots through itself. Here's my secret defense. Oh god, that wasn't supposed to happen, though. Flaw in my secret defense. Probably shouldn't have tried to use it up there. Alright, it's on the move. Does it have smaller ones down here? Do I need to leave and come back every single time I take one of those? I have a hard time believing that. That'd be a pain in the butt. That might be the case. I just thought they'd be here. But there's none. I guess I will leave and come back. I don't know. I don't think that's supposed to happen. Wait. It just said Thermia children to me. Better out than in. So does that mean it's like calling them? I still don't see anything. Was that the exploiter orb that even said that? I don't even know. What's that? What's that on the ground? Oh, that's just one of them stupid shields. I got no interest in one of them stupid shields. Alright, yeah, we're just gonna get out of here. Original plan, back in action. Alright, so let's head back to Fortina. Hey, Justin, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you here. And Knight as well. Call me dumb. Hey, only I'm allowed to do that. He's streaming for himself. You're supporting him with your presence. Indeed, you guys are. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. Alright, Fortina is to the left a little bit. Yep, there's the smoke. You always know which one it is. One with pollution pouring out of it. That's home. Just kidding, it's not really home. Big old beacon going into the sky from over there. I wonder what the heck that is. I actually really love having this, oops. I really love having this, what is it even called? Arcwing. To use in these open world missions. I've been cruising around on a K-Drive this entire time, and while the K-Drive was like exciting as heck when I first got it, it's like, you mean I don't have to roll around and jump in sprints to travel anymore? I got something faster than that? Having the K-Drive was nice. And then I played a lot of hours with that thing and discovered that there's even faster means of travel, and I had to basically make my own clan and sink a bunch of Thermia into it. Like, probably like 6 days worth of waiting for timers to run out. Whoa, 14? Thermia fracture sealed, 14. Maybe it just counts them all up together, because I did 7 earlier and then I left and I came back. So maybe if I were to do 7 more and then come back, it would say 21. So that's not how many I did. It says item rewards. That can't be right. 14? Maybe if I did, I swear to God, that's messed up. What is in my mailbox though? Is it going to say that I did 25? Because if I did 7 earlier and then I just did 14, well, that's only 21. Never mind. What is it saying? What's the message I got? A new threat emerges. Oh, they're ghouls. Okay. Whoop-de-doo. What does it all mean, Basil? Okay, I got some new shoulder pads. Aren't they kind of nice? I actually got some other shoulder pads from Barrow Katir. But I didn't like those ones as much as these. These ones you just get from Nightwave. I'm sure a lot of noobs probably use these, including myself. So, yeah, I only wanted to step back in here so that I could reset that giant crab. So we're just going to head right back out. What's going on? Get in on this Justin creeping. Guys, I started it, okay? I texted him and told him he was hot, remember? And he thought it was Violet, and I was like, how dare you think that that's what's happening right now? Like, this is me. You're not going to accept this compliment from me? You heard him, Knight? That was a blatant information. What? The at least get in bed with me? Oh, is he talking to Knight with that one? Oh my. Please don't watch me sleep, guys. At least get in bed with you. I'm scared. So, I don't think it's loading, or is it? No, 410 is still sitting right here. It's not loading anything. I think I gotta walk in here. Hey, what's up, Utico? Let me talk to you. What's my standing like? Max it out for the day. I'm at 55,000 of Cove. Working on my way to become an old mate. I really want to be an old mate because then I can start killing Profit Taker. You can't kill Profit Taker until you're an old mate, and that is an objective that comes up as a Nightwave objective a lot. Now we get to sit here and wait for Orb Ballast to load. It's always a joy. I really want to steal this chair back from my cat. I'm not gonna lie. The other chair that I'm sitting in right now, not nearly as comfortable as the one my cat's in. Just kind of messed up. I thought I'd just have him on here for the stream and it'd be entertaining, but I thought he'd stick around for like 15 minutes. He's been here a lot longer than 15 minutes now. Maybe not a lot longer, but I bet he will be. He's full on asleep. I want to scoot him back a little bit so you guys can see more of his adorable curl, but I'm worried I'm going to wake him up. I'm trying to shout backwards. Not nearly as comfortable. It makes Violet sit in it for hours. Okay, and every single time I offer you my red and black chair, the one that's sitting to the right of me or to the left of me, since you guys are looking from backwards. But this is my right hand, so it's to the right of me, okay? But I understand on the screen it doesn't look that way. But this is my right hand, so he's on the right of me. I always offer you this chair, and you never take it. You're always like, no, I like that chair. That chair's not comfortable. And then you sit in this one, which is way less comfortable. So pretty sure we are all cute. Say, no, Chris, we're ugly. You said it, not me. I'm kidding. But Violet's offended. You do not sound like that. What are you talking about? I thought that was 100% accurate. Alright, so I'm pretty sure we just got to go to the top left here and we'll be at that tower with the crab. Nah, bro. GRP name says differently. I have no idea what that means. Ha! Get him! Get him! Can confirm Bullet or Violet does sound like that. You're officially single. You're going home after work. Alright, guys. Looks like I'm going to be able to stream a lot longer than 3 hours. Good news. Oh, man. Am I there? Did I pass it? Oh, I went to the wrong place, didn't I? Did I go to the opposite of where I'm supposed to? Yup! I went to the complete opposite side, didn't I? Okay, I should have gone like top right instead of top left. I'll have to pay more attention next time. That's the guys imitating their nagging wife voice. Oh man. I hate you. Dang. Reverse. Label is back on the market? Heck yeah. Well, you guys are like greedy hounds. Man, this thing is fast, but when you fly the complete opposite side of the map, it still takes quite a while for you to get all the way back to the Temple of Prophet. But there it is. I hear the crab. I swear I heard it. Okay, let's try to get a better view. Oh, there it is. Alright, I'm going to try not to make the mistake I made the first time where I just flew right at it through open air and got completely decimated. I'm going to try to come around town. Bring it around town. Alright, we're going to get off here. If I need to use my secret defense, I will. Bust open one of these bad boys. Ah, well, I didn't use my secret defense. I died so fast I didn't have time to react. All right, let's get the heck out of here. I don't know what that thing does to me, but it decimates me like every single time. All right, so now let's get away from that thing and look for some Thermia fractures. Say no, we are like vultures. Yeah, but I wanted to say something other than vultures, I guess. They're all after your dummy thick cheeks. They don't even clap though. Oh, flying into the snowstorm. Want to get far away from the crab thing, but not that far. I went like the worst direction I could have. Bad choices all around. Straight up like pigs, bruh. Throw a piece of meat in the pen, and it's gonna get claimed. It's wild to me that pigs are like that. I don't know. I always thought pigs were like vegetarian creatures for some reason. They just seem like they're too slow to catch anything, so I always figured they just ate like plants. What is it supposed to be like? What do warthogs eat out in nature? Are they vegetarians? Because I feel like it's just like unnatural to a pig, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they do catch creatures. I don't know. I don't know that much about them. I'm no biologist. Oh, there's a Thermia fracture. It's about dang time. I feel like I've been flying forever. Yeah, I know pigs will eat meat, but what I'm saying is what do they eat in nature, not when they're farm animals? Do they eat meat then? Pigs will eat literally anything, but what do they eat if they're not getting fed? If they have to find their own food, what do they eat? It's different between will eat and what they do eat. You know, like I'm not talking about captive animals here. You know, like salmon are pink in the wild, but they're not when you farm them. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, well, salmon aren't pink. No, salmon aren't pink until they dye them. Like, yeah, that's how it is when you buy them farm fed, because they don't get whatever it is in their diet that makes them turn pink. Hogs and wild boar will eat anything that they find, but do they even hunt? I mean, I guess if they find like a dead body, then like a dead corpse of anything. When you say dead body, it makes it sound human, but I'm thinking, you know, in the wild they're going to come across dead animals a lot more than they come across dead humans. So I guess if they would do that, yeah, that would definitely make them omnivorous. Sorry for having questions, guys. Everybody acts like I'm an idiot when I ask something I don't know. It's like, Jesus Christ, I guess this is why nobody talks to people anymore, huh? We just go and figure out what Google has to say for everything. Say that's why there's also gray flamingo in certain parts of the world. Yeah, because the pink hue comes from diet. It's just, they're not just naturally that color until they eat, I don't know what it is, krill or something. Something pink, obviously, I guess. Or even red in color, maybe. Alrighty. I didn't get the wheel that time. Kind of drives me crazy going and having to seal these Thermia fractures because you can't see anything through it. It's like hard to tell that there's an enemy there because it's like, what? Again, it's just Thermia fracture. Luckily, I have a mod that makes enemies pop up on my minimap when I get. It's not super close to them. I kind of want to make it better. They don't pop up until I'm like 30 meters away from them, which isn't so great. But when I'm trying to defend something, I can kind of do circles like this, and I don't even necessarily have to see an enemy. I can just know that there was one over here because they popped up on my map. And I can kind of look at my map and be like, where exactly are the enemies? And then I can look down on my screen and see, oh, they're right there. And I do that a lot. I find it very helpful. I thought having enemies on my map wasn't all that helpful for a long time playing this game. I was like, yeah, it's kind of cool, but it's like totally unnecessary. But I see how it's a huge help. I hear stuff like that. You know, there's going to be enemies coming from it too. This one went really smoothly, defending this Thermia fracture. Usually it's a madhouse, and it feels like it takes forever because there's enemies climbing all over me the whole time, and I'm struggling. But that time it went pretty well. Oh, gosh. This joke hasn't gone away yet? You ate so much Japanese food, you're so full. Nice. I don't know the last time I had Japanese food, if ever. Had Chinese food? But I understand that's different. Panda Express is hardly Chinese food anyway. It's like calling Taco Bell Mexican. Okay. I think I just saw another Thermia fracture over here. Every time I see these hot spots in the water, I'm like, ooh, let's go fishing. There's hot spots. Oh, yep. That's Thermia fracture indeed. Get this bad boy down. Oh, starting off with World Alert Level 3. You see those little red stars next to my map? That's like your... I'm pretty sure it's called your World Alert level. And stuff starts getting crazier the higher and higher that is. Hence this thing showing up. It's not dead yet. It's just dead temporarily. It's getting back up. Can I even hurt it yet, though? Okay. I need to shield up. I'm getting pummeled. Okay, that thing's dead. Okay, I'm getting pummeled from every which direction. I should have oriented these shields differently. Oh, there's a reinforcement beacon. I don't think so. Okay. God, I can't see anything. I'm just firing into the darkness, or I guess light, because I know there's an enemy there. That turret is not helping anything. I think I'll hurt if that hits me. I think it did hit me, and it only did like 200 damage. That's not too bad, but still, it's definitely not helping. Okay. We got things a little bit more under control now. Right there was a good... right there was a good use of this weapon's punch through. Whenever there's enemies lined up, it's just always the most beautiful thing with this gun. You just shoot once, and they're all dead. I even got, you know how there's like little challenges in this game, if you will? They're not so much challenges all the time as almost as they are like achievements. It'll be like, travel this many meters while riding your K-Drive, you know? And it doesn't really serve any purpose in the game. I don't think, at least. Maybe it gives you, might give you mastery rank for completing those. I'm not really sure. I'd be surprised if it gave you mastery rank for those, but it might. There's one for killing 10 enemies with a single explosion. And I got that using Fullman. There was a bunch of enemies all jam-packed in this closet, because it was on one of those, relic missions where you're, like, trying to, bust open the relics, and you have to collect the void traces, and all the enemies are, like, going, and getting corrupt, you know, and then more of them show up. They all, like, spawn in near each other. What'll happen is a group of enemies will spawn in the closet, and then, you know, because they kind of, like, come running out of there. When they just spawn there because you can't really see in, and then they come running out the door. But they'll all spawn in there, and then you'll get close to it before they exit, and then they'll all start going corrupt, because it's one of those missions where the corrupt enemies appear, and because even more enemies spawn in when the whole corruption ordeal goes off, it was just a big mass of enemies sitting in this closet. And I ran in there, and I shot my gun, and then I got that challenge completed, kill 10 enemies with a single explosion. And I was like, this gun counts as explosions? I just killed 10 enemies with one shot? Like, I was appalled. I wish I was streaming when that happened. Oop. Say everyone here is a perv. You guys literally took online BDSM tests. Well, that's you guys. Don't say everyone here. Because that ain't me. That ain't me. And that's not everyone here, I'm sure. I mean, maybe the people talking, you three. You dang. I don't know what I'm going to say. Devil people. I got nothing. Alright, so there's a Thermia fracture that I'm heading for right here. Looks like it's a pretty easy spot to defend. There's a big old wall on one side, so I really only have to guard the two different directions. I love blowing those things up, man. It is so satisfying. Every single time it happens, I'm just like, yes. I was wondering where those things were. I saw them pop up on my mini-map, and I looked over, I was like, there's not any enemies there. It's like the most fun thing ever. Good job, guys. Good job. That was some real deep snow right there they just dove into, am I right? Enemies spawning in. Oh, it's just attack drones. Got them both with one shot. Gotta love it. Oh, there's another coil drive. Don't run away from me. Kill you and everybody you dropped off. What is that shooting? Is that like a turret? There's something shooting at me. Ow. Oh my god. I'm gonna go back over here. Something hit me for a lot of damage. I'm gonna stay here behind this corner. They have to come over here anyway if they want to try destroying this Thermia fracture. This is a good spot for one. Nice and easy to defend. I actually have cover to sit behind, and it's close by to the thing I'm supposed to defend. That almost never happens. Oh, they got one of those reinforcement beacons down. I can't have that. It's gotta go. Look at this coil drive. Can't have any coil drives. Those gotta go. I'm getting shot up again. I don't know what it is over here, but something's doing some gnarly damage. It's just accurate. I'm not used to oh, it might be that attack drone being accurate. I'm not really sure. I'm not used to the Corpus enemies. These are all Corpus enemies that I'm fighting. I'm not used to them being accurate. Usually the Grenier, a different faction, are very accurate, but the Corpus not so much. I think the Corpus are deadlier, but because a vast majority of their damage doesn't actually get to you, it misses. Oh, it's that coil drive that's sitting right there that keeps hitting me and hurting. Oh my god, getting its revenge. I didn't even see it sitting there. Another one. See ya. There's the guys that dropped off. I love it when they use these little shields, because they're so easy to shoot through. It's the best. Nothing else? I thought there was going to be more than just those two enemies that I shot after I turned back around and came this direction. But I guess not. What else is down here? Hiding behind the light post. It's working too well for him. Coil drive blew it up before it was even able to drop the units that it had off. It's always a nice bonus. Anything showing up from over here? Doesn't look like it. Let's get back to over here then. I can actually stand to be over here now that I destroyed that coil drive that was stuck against the wall. I didn't notice it. There was one stuck right here. It kept shooting me, and it hurt. Where's this thing? Is that it? Really? Ooh, that's kind of close. What's up? Where are they at? Oh, they're going around this way? Didn't expect that. There's actually a good number of them around here. I expected to find 2 enemies, and then there's 4. Twice as much as I was expecting. Alright. That's it for this fracture. Bada bing, bada boom. Let's go find another one. Get away from all these enemies that are after me so I can peacefully look around. What in the world? Oh, it's Profit Taker. That's where it sits? I don't really understand how to fight Profit Taker. I know I looked into it once, and it was like, you have to be max rank as part of the, whatever their faction is called at Fortuna. Solaris United. It's like, you gotta be max rank in Solaris United in order to, actually kill Profit Taker. And I was like, aww. Upsetty spaghetti. Let's see any of these Thermia fractures. It's funny, when you're not worrying about finding them, it seems like they're everywhere, and then you start trying to find them, and you're like, Jesus Christ, I can fly all over the place, and they don't show up. I don't appreciate this slander you guys are saying against me. I don't even know how foot fetishes got brought up. Not my thing. Not going to go as far as to say that they're gross, because I think there's much worse fetishes out there than feet, but definitely not my thing. They can be cute in socks, and then you take the socks off, and you're like, whoa! Ah, put those things back on! Don't mention Solar around BB. He'll try to murder him and disappoint us all. Listen, he's got pretty helpful equipment, and you guys are just a bunch of crybabies. I don't think there's anything wrong with killing Solar. If you're not gonna be doing any sort of NPC summoning, I don't need Solar. I'll take his legs. I'll kill him for the chain legs, and that's it. I don't want his sword. I don't want his helmet. I don't want his shield. I don't want none of that. I just want his legs, those chain legs. I'll take his life just for the pants. Alrighty. See, like this one, not so great. They're showing up from every direction. I don't have a lot of cover. There's a freaking jackal here. It'll be dead in no time. There we go. Boom. See you later, jackal. Not even a challenge. I love it when you go back to the old boss fights. Well, not old boss fights, but or when you go back to fight bosses from early game, and you're like all way powerful, and you're about to go one-shot the boss for the 6th time in a row, and then still they're popping up, talking to you on like in game. The boss is talking to you, being like, "Oh, you're just a pathetic threat. I don't even have to worry about you. You're not even something that's gonna be, you know, harmful." And then you go in there and you one-shot him. I do it with this thing all the time. I was collecting up some of the warframes the past couple of days. Some of the ones that you have to get from killing going to the assassination missions. I guess I should say that. Instead of killing bosses, I should probably refer to them more accurately as the assassination missions. Man, they are shooting this thing up. And my accuracy is getting worse and worse. Okay. Still another one. What's up, guy? They shooting that thing? You are. Probably flying around a little bit too crazy here. I was surprised I got that MOA in the back. I thought for sure I was going to have to step closer. Okay, some good hits there. I almost want to put another Forma on my gun, because I could use it. I could make the range of this thing 15% longer if I Forma'd my weapon one more time. But it's getting to the point where I am not so sure the mods that I want to Forma for are even permanent, which is why I'm holding off at this point. God, that thing is shooting me up good, and I can't seem to get it. And then I was going to fall back and lay a shield, give myself some cover for a couple seconds, but I don't have enough energy for a shield right now. There, now I do. But now I don't really need it, so I'm not gonna. Where are they at? No, they have that big old blue teleportation thing come in. Enemies are spawning in. I like it because it gives you an audio cue of where the enemies are going to be, and then you turn around and see the big old blue summonings thing happening, and you're like, ah, enemies are going to be over there. This makes it easier to seek them out, which is nice. Okay. Oh, and that's that for this canister, I'm pretty sure. Boom. Got 700 focus as well. I don't think I want to be in Madurai anymore, though. I'm in the school of Madurai in this game, and there's one that's better. There's one that, like, makes all the enemies go floating up in the air, and I would so much rather have that for defense missions and stuff. Your mom's a crybaby? Not true. She's a pretty tough lady. Okay. Gotta find... Oh, no. We gotta go back to the Temple of Prophet. Hey, what do you know? I actually went back to the Temple of Prophet basically accidentally. Alright, giant crab. Where you at, giant crab? Oh. Uh-huh. Does it have little ones around it this time? Oh, I think it does. Those were missing last time for some reason, so we had to go back and come back. Or we had to go back and forth a little bit. This time they're actually here. Okay, K-drive launcher before I'm dead. Alright, secret defense. Give me that. Give me that. Oh, I'm gonna be dead anyway, aren't I? Give me away. Give me away. Give me some cover from that thing. Okay. Something else took a shot at me. Getting my shields back up a little bit. Alright, let's get on that Arcwing launcher and get the heck away from that thing before we're dead. Nice. Apparently I just explored a cave right there. Not sure how that happened. Alright, and we're looking for more Thermia fractures. Just like that, we got an unused canister, and we need to start filling this bad boy up. Don't see any yet. They're seriously harder to find than I would expect. I thought these things were everywhere. They start flying around, and it's like, oh, they're actually kind of rare. Not to mention orange lights always make me think that there's a Thermia fracture over there. Ooh. Is that one? No, it's just another orange light, see? I'm going around looking for these things. They're orange in color, and then there's plenty of other orange lights going around for me to find. I wonder if it's actually beneficial to go back to Fortina and then back out to Orb Vallis, because it might reset the Thermia fractures? I don't really know how this Thermia fracture thing works. Like how they spawn. I'm not sure if there's set spawn spots or if it's random and it just happens around in random spots. Look at all those hot spots down there. Man, it makes me want to go fishing there. Oh, there's one right there. Nice. Had to fly around for a little bit before I came across one, but here we are. And I'm liking the location of it, too. Maybe. This might be a disaster. It might be alright, but I'm actually not so sure. Upon standing here, I could see enemies just trying to walk down this hill. And enemies coming from all sorts of other directions as well, so... I don't know. I'm kind of worried that I'm going to be completely surrounded and be spinning around in circles the whole time trying to defend, which isn't great. Hopefully that doesn't happen. Eximus is one of those flying guys. God dang it. Struggling. Where'd he go? That guy just vanished. There he is. Dude, I need to get rid of him. He's driving me crazy. There we go. He's finally dead. It's about time. There's no enemies on this thing, is there? Doesn't look like it. Why did that guy drop something? What did he drop? What is this? Data mass? Why is he have... Oh, okay. No, this is for something else. I am very awful right now. I'm missing all my shots. I'm like kind of in a panic for no good reason. To take this other earbud out, it really helps my focus for some reason. When I'm trying to talk to the live stream chat and play a game, sometimes I find myself having a really hard time focusing on both the things at once, and I'm doing like a bad job at both instead of doing a decent job at both like I'd like to. And for some reason, taking out one of my earbuds just really helps. Something about me being able to hear my own voice more clearly than the game really helps my focus snap back. Then you'll notice after a while, I'll like thoughtlessly think, oh, I can't hear the game well, and I'll be like, oh, because my earbud's not plugged in, and I'll plug my earbud back in, and then I'll start getting worse and worse at talking and enunciating words. Enunciate? I don't know. You know what I'm trying to say. I'll get worse at the speaking aspect. And as soon as I unplug one of my earbuds, it gets like 10 times better. I hear a laser gun getting shot off like all the time, but I'm hardly seeing any enemies. There's a few more now. When I was up here just a second ago, I didn't see like anybody. Might have been those guys way back there though. There was a lot of them clustered there. Seemed like when I was up here, there was no enemies around. I went and checked the Thermia fracture and came back, which took like 2 seconds, and suddenly there's enemies everywhere. Okay, fine by me. Helps pass the time, so I'm not just sitting there waiting for 0 to get to 100 on the Thermia fracture. If I actually gotta shoot stuff, then makes it a little bit more exciting. Be stressful though. This is nice. Like the whole fight's happening on this road instead of down by the thing I'm supposed to defend. There's no enemies coming down by this thing. They're all just getting caught up trying to fight me up on the road, which is perfect. There's like no danger at all coming to the container. Alright, and that's it for here. We'll move on and try to find another one. Hopefully it doesn't hopefully it doesn't take as long this time. You like how I disrespected Solaire and everyone stopped talking? Oh well. I'm still talking. I think he realized he's snoring. I said his name and he woke up. I feel bad now. I'm sorry, buddy. Go back to snoring. I have a t-shirt with him on it. I used to have a statue of him. My love for him is true. Even if I think it's okay for you to kill him in-game. Because it totally is. It's totally fine. He's got helpful gear, bro. See, this one... They're all spawning in front of me. Oh, take that back. One of them got behind me. A couple of them, actually, it seems. So this is one of these classic, defend this spot, and then they completely surround it, and there's no easy way to actually defend it. You just, like, sit right here in this little nook and hope for the best. Try to get some cover behind these rocks. I'm pretty sure projectiles need to go right through these rocks. I don't think these rocks, yeah, these rocks aren't like real. They're just, I think they're part of this Thermia fracture, and I guess they didn't want to, maybe they had a, I don't know, you clip right through it, like there's no, it doesn't actually stop anything, so I'm sure it won't stop bullets. If it doesn't stop me, I'm sure bullets pass right through it as well. So to this, I can't keep this defended very easily. What in the world? When I'm up by the thing that I have to defend, I can't see anything. And then when I move out a little bit, there's no cover at all, and I just get decimated from the large pack of enemies that's in the surrounding area. Seems like they've chilled off a little bit now, though. They're not spawning in so frequently. At the beginning there, it was like I'd be killing a couple, and as soon as I killed a couple, it was like, whoa, and more were friggin' spawning in right on top of me. There was like a whole bunch spawning right all up in this area at the beginning. And that had me worried that it was going to be staying like that the entire time, but it looks like it's changed now. It's a little bit calmer. I don't have crap tons of enemies spawning all along that hillside. So that's nice. Is it up in the air? Why don't I see anything? Oh, there it is. Oh, I bet it fell through the ground. Friggin' Thermias. They fall through the ground a lot. I don't know what's up with that backflip animation that they do, but the ground and that backflip animation do not mix well. That was a pretty good distance for getting that guy. Had like 52,000 damage on him as well. It's nice. Justin, you were too busy cuddling with your dog? I kind of want to cuddle with my cat. Look at him. Look how cute he is. I know you probably hardly see him. Probably just looks like a couple blobs of white and black. Usually he's closer, but I can't really have him in the chair closer. Alright. Said and done with that one. Let's go find another Thermia fracture. I don't know if you have to do this multiple times. Like, I wonder if the reward for Thermia fractures changes, or if it's just always Opticore Vandal. That's why I was doing it. Is because I want the Opticore Vandal. I see a lot of people using it, and even if I don't like it, I want it for mastery rank fodder regardless. Ooh, this will be an easy one to defend. It's like right behind this wall. Here, defend this. It actually has a wall around it. Well, that'd make it easy. Not against immigration, though. They come over on planes. And overstay their visas. Alright, we don't need to get into that, though. Alright, Cornelius moved. I need to claim my chair back. I'm going to do exactly that. Oh, it's so much better. My butt was starting to hurt. It's just on a metal folding chair. It's a nice folding chair. It actually has, like, padding. But, nevertheless, it's a metal folding chair. And, I was starting to feel it. That's for sure, Mr. Krabs. God dang it, man. My accuracy all of a sudden. What was that? That friggin' coil drive took a shot. And it might have actually hit the dang thing. I think it did. It lost health. And I think it's because of that long shot that coil drive took. That was impressive. No, it's just AI. So, it's not like truly impressive because a computer did it. But nevertheless, I'm impressed. Justin, you were laughing at my joke. I'm glad. At least somebody thinks I'm funny. Well, I say that like nobody thinks I'm funny, which isn't true. So, I retract the way I worded that. I guess if anybody didn't think I was funny saying that joke, it was me. I didn't think it was all that funny. I just said it because I say a lot of crap if you haven't noticed. God, I love blowing up those coil drives every time. I don't care if it takes 5 shots. I don't care if it takes 1 shot. It is satisfying. It's just like, kaboosh. Then when it doesn't even drop the enemies that it had off on top of it, it's like, aha, that's what you get. Kaboom. Oh, you think that shield's gonna save you, dude? They did a really good job. Another coil drive coming in. Kaboom. The only thing that bugs me is you don't get extra XP for the guys inside of it. You have to like wait for them to spawn in if you want to do that. Like it has to slow down, open up, and then blow it up. But if you blow it up before it tries to like slow down and actually drop the guys off, it doesn't have them spawned in yet, and you don't get the XP. Or even right there, I didn't get the XP, did I? Huh. I don't know. I guess you just don't get the XP at all? I don't fully understand, to be honest with you. There I did. There's like absolutely no good reason for me to blow up the coil drives, but I just enjoy doing it so much. And I guess you could argue it is minorly beneficial, because it is another enemy that can shoot at me and deal damage to me, and I'm making it go away without getting another chance to shoot me. They will shoot at you, and they hurt, man. They're powerful, them coil drives. It's so easy when they're like level 13 like that, though, with this weapon. When they start getting to like level 30 and plus, they're hardly even worth trying to destroy. Alright, we gotta find another one. Another one. So what we're doing for like this entire live stream, though, is just these Thermia fractures. I want to get that gun. A lot of people like the Opticore Vandal. I don't know what it's classified as. Probably just a rifle. Which makes it harder to want to keep because I already have a rifle, this Fullman, and I already am in love with this Fullman. But who knows? Maybe I'll like the Opticore Vandal even more. It'd be hard to tell, though, because I have this Fullman so formatted up at this point. It's like, obviously, I'm going to like my almost fully formatted Fullman more than I'm going to like a brand new Opticore Vandal. But I don't know. I'm excited to get it nevertheless. Doing a terrible job of finding another one of these things. What I need is a guide for how to find Thermia fractures. That's what I was saying earlier, though. I don't know if they're randomly placed, if there's actually, like, set spots that you could go to. And, you know, there'd be a chance for there to be a Thermia fracture at each individual location. I don't know exactly how it works. I can see that being the case, though. I have a hard time believing that it's truly just 100% random. I bet there's like a number of set locations that they can go to, and they're not always at the location because there's a random chance of them being there or not. Or there's only so many that can be spawned in on the map at once, and there's more spots than Thermia fractures can be on the map. I don't really know exactly how it works, but these are all just my guesses, I guess you could say. Dang, still none though. I've been flying a while. Where are we at? Let me take a right. Isn't that where I came from? Maybe I should have my map up. Be a little bit more strategic about this. I'm kind of just wandering. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know the map nearly as well flying through the air as I do riding on a K drive. Riding on the K drive, I'm like, where am I at? Oh, okay. I know how to get around. Flying around, I mean, it's a lot easier to get around in the air, but it's a lot harder to know where the heck you are, man. Dude, I don't see any of these things. That's just an orange light. I got excited for a moment, but it's just an orange light. Upsetting. Very upsetting. Oh. Bruh. Please, sir. Could I just have one Thermia fracture? Please, sir. Thermia fracture? Where are they all? Should I, like, fly higher up? Maybe that would help? I don't know if flying further up is a good or a bad idea. What if they, like, don't spawn in because I'm too high up? I'm all the way back up at the Temple of Prophet? Bruh. I'm pretty sure I just went, like, all the way around this map. Like, I'm pretty sure I went all the way around this map. I wasn't paying that close attention, so I could be wrong. Hey, Uranium Fever! I know that song. Uranium Fever. Say greets from Germany again. Yes, hello. Good to have you here in the stream, man. Sorry, I'm just seemingly flying aimlessly around. Or seemingly flying aimlessly around. I'm looking for a glowing orange fracture in the ground. Break. A growing orange break in the ground, and I can't seem to find one anywhere all of a sudden. I was having not too much difficulty before, but man, we really hit a cold streak here. I'm not finding one. Like nowhere, man. I feel like I've been over the same places over and over again at this point. I just need one more, and then I can, I don't know, I could reset them probably by going back to Fortuna. I don't know exactly how it works. I just passed one? You sure? I think you're just messing with me. I didn't see one at all. There's orange lights like this, but that's not a Thermia fracture. That's something else. So if you saw that, that's not it. You just put your PTO time in for next week. Says that your team doesn't have enough hours to take PTO, but they can suck it. Yeah, they better not try to pull anything fishy on you. It was in a body of water. I don't think these can be Thermia fractures. These are hot spots. That's like you have a better chance of finding fish there. Maybe you saw that, because that's something else. That's a fishing hot spot, not a Thermia fracture. And then there's these orange lights, which always get me excited for half a second. They're flying all over. So that's what you saw, it looked orange. Yeah, no, that's what keeps happening to me every time I see something orange pop up on the screen too. I'm like, oh, problem is there's a lot of orange, but it's got that like specific glowy orange to it, like that. But that's not it. That's another stupid, they're like these weird telecom things. I don't know exactly what the purpose of them is. I've never tried it. Well, I tried it once and got absolutely wrecked because I was a noob using Latron as my best weapon back then. I'm about to give up, man. I swear to God. This is ridiculous. It's breakpoint. You're telling me to get more views? I wish I could, man. I wish I could. You're telling me. Uranium Fever saying LOL that cat. I love Cornelius, man. He's the best. He's a really sassy cat, but I sass him right back, so it works out. There are no Thermia fractures. I'm about to just give up. It just accepts the 3. Like, all right, we got 3 on this canister. But if I get one more, it'll count as 7. That's why I was like, I was just gonna get one more. But dude, where are all the Thermia fractures? They're gone. We sealed them all up. There's none left. We sealed all of them. I don't think you can see them from like too high up in the sky. Also, I don't know how high up you can even go. At this angle, I can't tell if I'm going any higher or not. How high up am I? Okay. Pretty far. I don't know if I'd be able to see a Thermia fracture from this high up in the sky, though. It might not let me. I can see, like... there's, like, blue mist stuff, and I can still see structures way out there. Oh! Oh, crap. Give me that. I gotta catch it like Spider-Man. Oh, no, I'm not gonna be able to. It's gone. It fell way down there. I better be able to get that back, man. Is it gone? I think it's gone. I guess we're counting it as 3 because I lost the canister. I accidentally dropped it while I was way up in the sky, and it's not on the ground. So I guess that's that. Oh man, that kind of sucks. Oh well. What can you do? So we got to get back to Fortina, which is right this way. We're heading right for it now. I guess I could have just looked for the smoke. It would have been fine. Oh! Say, this is one of the rare moments where he isn't biting you, just staring. Yeah, and as I was reading that, I stuck my hand out and he bit at me. Say, sometimes you worry about my mental health? Why don't you worry about my mental health? I'm doing just fine. Alright, here's the door to Fortina right over here. Cornelius. You're so cute. You're so cute. You're so good. Aww. Yeah, that didn't sound very nice. What do you want from me? What do you want from me? What do you want from me? Wick. What? So cute. Oh, you're so cute. Just give me that face. Just ow. So we're up to 24 Thermia fractures sealed. So yeah, I counted that last one only as 3. But at least it counted it. I don't know why it wouldn't count it. But we're up to 24. That's a fourth of the way to 100, which is what we need to get to. Isn't that great? Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. I feel guilty after that one. You want your comb? You want your comb? This is his comb, don't worry. I don't share a comb with my cat. This is a really cheap comb that I don't use because I got a better one. And he absolutely loves it. See? You're such a good kitty. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You're so nice. Whoa. You're so nice. Don't ruin it, Corn. I was trying to make you look like a good cat for once. Hey! You know, last time you saw you tease Corn, he straight dragged you down to the ground with him. Gotta love Violet's impromptu snap sessions. Yeah. And, well, I'm extra dramatic. Well, not extra dramatic, but sometimes when I'm playing with him, I lean into his pulls and whatnot. Because I would rather get dragged down by him than have his claws drag through me. You know? Or his teeth. So I'd rather if he tries to, like, if he's got my flesh clenched and he's trying to pull, I go with him because I would rather not get my flesh pulled teeth through. You know what I'm trying to say. You got something to say, punk? Huh? Huh? Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. Oh, he's putting his gun to the head. You got no fear. You got no fear. I meant to say head. Fearless cat. He's like, do it. Pull the trigger. Get my flesh pulled. monetized. Okay, what am I doing? Oh, right. I gotta get... I'm like sitting here. Oh, I messed up the K drive. Oh, well. That's right. We should probably wait for this dude. There's this guy, and if you don't wait for him to get a little symbol above his head... Oh, there it is. He's got the little symbol above his head. We can actually use our stuff now. See, it won't let me use my K drive. I tried summoning the K drive before that little symbol popped up above that guy's head. And look, my K drive is glitched out, and now I can't spawn it in anymore. I don't know if the same thing happens with the Arcwing launcher, but I know it happens with the K drive, and it drives me nuts. I'm so happy to have this Arcwing launcher now because it doesn't really matter if I accidentally do that with the K drive now. Corn is a mafia boss? Yeah. Right. Level 1, you're a kitten. This is level 100 right here. Right, you say that's not a mental image you needed? As if you didn't enjoy all the other ones that you've given yourself. I went the wrong way again. I'm really good at doing that. For some reason, I think I know the way to the, what is it? The Temple of Prophet? Is that what it's called? What's it called? Temple of Prophet. Yeah. For some reason, I think I know the temple, or for some reason, I think I know the way to the Temple of Prophet from Fortuna without looking at the map, and I always go the wrong direction. You want a tussle, punk? Huh? You want a tussle, punk? Yeah, how you like that, huh? Alright, there's a crab. It's just looking at me with a death stare now. Sup? Superhero landing. I'm here for your children. Oh, I hit 2 of them. That was an accident. Oh well, I don't think it'll matter too much. Let's get the heck out of here. Alright. That's the way it's done. Hit and run. Oh, I was gonna give you a high five, Corn. I thought you wanted a high five. It looked like you were going in for one, man. I was like, yeah, high five, Corn. High five. High five, Corn. High five, Corn. Come on. Come on, buddy. Come on, give me a high five. Yeah, there you go. High five, low five. How about a low five? Low five? Low five? Yeah! Now a high five. Come on, you're getting it down. Low five again? You want to low five me? Your mind is a sacred place. Only the most holy of images reside there. Like what? Whitewashed Jesus? Is that what you mean by holy images? Is whitewashed Jesus? I saw a Thermia fracture on my way here. There it is. Actually, I don't know if that's the same one, but there's one at least. I don't know if it's the one I saw. It looks like it's in a horrible spot to defend. So, let's defend it. World alert level is up to 3. Hey, buddy. I'm sorry for being so sassy with you. I'm sorry, Corn. It's all good fun. Alright, a Jackal's taken care of. Oh my god, we got one of these things after me too? Jackal and one of those crab things? Doesn't look like there's anything on the... or attacking the container itself. Cornelius, what do you want from me? Hey, buddy. What do you need? He usually doesn't just sit here like this and nag me constantly. Usually he needs something. So I gotta figure out what it is. I gave him water earlier today, and he's got food upstairs. So he has water upstairs as well, but he's got water down here too, so he doesn't have to go all the way up there. Little spoiled guy. And I don't know. Like, see, he seems like he really wants something, but I don't know what it is. Maybe I should try to let him outside. Oh, it's kind of cold out today, though. I don't think he'll want to go out there. He likes going outside when it's warmer, but when it's cold, if it's like less than 40 degrees outside, he doesn't like going out there. Say maybe he just wants to cuddle. I don't think he's feeling very cuddly right now. I'm not gonna try to do that one. He doesn't want the comb. He's like biting at it. He could just want to play. That could be a thing. I mean, I do play with him. I've got these two shoelaces tied together, and one of them, well, one of them's actually a hoodie string. It's a hoodie string tied to a shoelace, and the end of the hoodie string has like a bead on the end, so it like clacks across the floor as I drag it across the hardwood floors. It's all, you know, clackety clack, like imagine a bead on the end of a string wood, because that's basically what it is. And he goes nuts, man. He loves that. They're beating the crap out of this thing. I can't even see him through it. What else is new? Too busy talking about my cat to worry about doing a good job defending the Thermia fracture. Oh, I really wanted to shoot that thing mid-air, but I missed. Thought I still saw an enemy over there. Nobody's directly on it. Oh, you know what? I gotta let him out. He's at my door trying to get out now. Alright. A couple more seconds, Cornelius. This fracture is almost sealed. And I can fly far away up into the air where I'm nice and safe, and I can let my cat out. Good night, Uranium Fever. Thank you so much for watching. Say, okay, what did you do to annoy your fur baby? I didn't do anything, man. He was being peaceful and sleepy all day. I think he wants to get upstairs to where his food is. He's howling at the door now. I'm gonna go get him out of here. Pretty sure he's also still in the habit of nagging me for food because my parents, who I live with currently, who typically take care of the cat, they were on a trip for the past 10 days, so I've been taking care of him. So he likes to get fed by my mom upstairs and then come down here and nag me for food as if nobody has given him food yet, as if it was me taking care of him the way it was before they got back. So he likes to try to pull tricks on me too, like that. It'll be like 9 o'clock was when he would come down and start nagging me every day when he wanted food while my parents were away, and he's still been doing that. And he gets fed at like 6 in the morning, and then he comes back down at 9 o'clock and tries to wake me up and get me to feed him again. Like, no, Corn, no. Chris, you're saying that I beat him up? They were fake punches. Did you not see how pulled those punches were? They were very pulled punches. It was like 99% pull. 1% push. Which, I mean, if you thought about it, that makes no sense because I'd be going backwards. So, 51% push, 49% pull. We'll say that. We'll say that. We just figured you were really bad at fighting. Yeah, I know. I can't even beat up a... He's like... Man, sometimes I wish it wasn't YouTube. You make good jokes. Instead, I just have to, like, hope that they get understood anyway. For some reason, I'm, like, icy. There we go. Oh, 2 of them, eh? I figured it wasn't 2 separate drones. Like, what was that blue coming through the orange? It's just so vibrant because, you know, blue is on the opposite side of the color spectrum than orange. So they're just complete opposites, and you can see the blue through the orange like perfectly. It's not distorted in color by any means. Coming through is just like a nasty brown. Nope. It's staying nice and bright blue right behind that bright orange. Oh, dang. A lot of enemies all of a sudden. Why are they... I felt like there was 2 when I walked over here, and suddenly there was like 6 when I got there. This one's not so bad for defending. It's got a road right next to it, so they're kind of getting all over the road, and then they'd have to get past this little peak here before they could start shooting at it. So I have a long time to try to defend the fracture before they even get a chance to shoot at it at all. Which is why I took care of those guys that were way off in the distance shooting at it. I couldn't even see them. I could just see where their bullets were coming from. And I decided to shoot long distance over to where the bullets were coming from. And I actually got them. There was like 2 or 3 of them as well. And I actually got them all. Message automatically held for review, hidden by Chris. Oh, I see. Yeah, Knight saying my muted words. Work major days off on Friday. I mean, that's not so bad. I don't know. It's been a really hard time trying to get a job for me outside of the restaurant industry. I'm trying to move out of the restaurant industry, but that's like the only place. I guess just food industry in general. It's like the only place that I actually know how to get a job in, because it's easy as dirt. I'm actually trying to like get something that has some sort of niceness to it, maybe. You know, it doesn't require me to stand in a 110-degree kitchen 8 hours a day, or doesn't require me to be digging through dishwater with my hands that get all covered in eczema. I don't gotta be rolling together tacos. I guess I should have said Doritos. Wait, was that 4? Did that thing just vanish? I'm not carrying it, am I? Okay, no, that's what I thought. It was only 2. I am carrying it. I was like, there's no way that was 4. It'd be way out of whack if it was. Okay. Looking for another Thermia fracture. I don't know why I decided to jump off, but I just thought being on top of this giant mushroom way up here would be kind of cool. I could stop for a second and look around. But it didn't really serve any good purpose. Okay. Oh, look, right there. Thermia fracture. I'm glad. That didn't take long at all. And we sail on down to it. Okay, this should be easy enough to defend. It's kind of in like a little cove, almost. They'd have to get up on this rock to be able to shoot down at it, or around the rock. Either that, or they're going to be right here in this gap between these. Watch me be completely wrong, and they're like coming down the mountain. Coming down the mountain with you guns. I know it's coming around, but I said down that time, so I decided to sing the song with the word down instead of around. Ooh, level 52 Arctics in this. I really don't like these things that come crawling out of the ground. Oh, I missed. So if I want some cover, I can go over here and kind of protect and be in cover a little bit until they're all over me. What's happening? You've been doing a horrible job of killing them off. There we go. I hear more enemies showing up, but I'm failing to see any. I don't really feel like running off and looking for them. They're all like spawning in on the other side of that mountain. I guess they have to run quite a ways to get to me or something? I'm not really sure. Somebody's shooting at it. Who's that? Is it you? You, right there. Who is that? I didn't even look at what their name was, but they almost killed me. It was like a corpus sniper. Have this thing in auto mode, I guess. After they hit at a decent distance. Okay, I can't see anything. Switching back to semi, going a little bit closer. Taking care of them nice and quick like. Alright. We're at 60 out of 100. More than halfway there, at least. This has been a pretty uneventful defense this time, which I think is preferred. Still had to kill off enemies, no doubt. Oh, look, he's in the ground. Yep, there, just popped back up. Told you that happens. It happens all the time with those Terramoas. It's kind of terrible, actually. I thought it was maybe intentional the first time I saw it. I was like, are they supposed to, like, bury into the ground? I mean, they're called Terra Moas. The Moas are... There's a lot of Corpus enemies that are titled Moa. It's just those, like... It's basically legs with a turret on the top equals Moa. But they have different versions of them. So since this one was the Terra Moa, I thought maybe it could, like, dig around underground and pop up somewhere else, you know? Like, it could terraform. Because Terra Moa, terraform, I thought maybe it made sense. But no, I don't think that's intentional. They just fall through the ground sometimes, and then they have to pop back up. Okay, these things are wrecking it. Glad I took care of them. Alright. Gotta go find another one of these, and that'll count as 7 fractures sealed. I almost just want to go back to Fortina after that, because after what happened with the last one, where I couldn't find an 8th fracture, and just had to have the one canister only count as 3, I'm nervous the same thing is going to happen again. What if I can't find a 8th fracture, and I'm stuck with 7? Did that thing just shoot me? Okay, no, it was the turret. All I know is I got hit by something powerful that was way up from above, and when I looked way up above, there's a Profit Taker chilling there. I was like, I don't remember Profit Taker ever shooting at you. I'm sure it does when you go after it, but I've yet to go after Profit Taker. I've never done that because I'm not a high enough rank in the Syndicate yet. Man, things getting kind of nutty around here. I didn't mean to use that ability. I just used all the wrong abilities except for the last one. Okay. This is a mess. There's like enemies everywhere according to my mini-map. And I can't see like anybody because of this Thermia fracture just shooting up into the air. God dang it. There's one right on it. Looks like it's shooting the shield though. Hey. Oh god dang it. I hate those guys. Drive me crazy. It's not so bad when you're just sitting here like this, but sometimes there's objectives that require you to stand right next to them, and then those enemies will come over and send you flying up into the air and make it a lot tougher for you to complete your objective. Kind of like being up on these rocks. I can see stuff better. Tell if enemies are coming or not. I think they're going to be coming around that corner. It sounded close. That spawn-in point? Nope. What was wrong? What's this? What the heck? It's a different turret than the one I destroyed. I really like having the energy color set to black on my gun. I just really like the way the projectile looks. I had it set as red before, and I had it set to be pure white. The pure white was blinding. Every time I shot, it kind of hurt my eyes a little bit. And I don't know. I just think it kind of looks cool having it the way it looks. The color scheme of my gun doesn't match my color scheme of my Warframe when I play as Volt. I decided to move away from having red and white everything, because it just doesn't look good for other Warframes all the time. I actually started going with black and white for most of my Warframes. So I don't know, I didn't like black and white for Volt. I was like, I'll just keep it as red. That's the way I always had it, and I think it looks good. So, I'm going to stick with the red on Volt. But because all the other Warframes I've been doing black and white, I decided to change a few things to black and white as well. And I don't think it looks bad at all. Like, I don't think my gun looks out of place at all. I think it looks good with my Warframe. It's still got white on there, and black's a very neutral color. So I don't think it looks contrasting or bad with my red and white outfit whatsoever. See, okay, so I just completed 4 of these. Last time, when I tried to go complete 4 more, I couldn't find enough fractures. So I was honestly gonna just head back into Fortina and then right back out to Orb Ballast to, like, I don't know, reset the fractures so I can still have an easy time finding them, and I don't end up with only gaining 10 seal points or whatever the heck they're called. I don't even know. It'll say in a second. Actually, I could probably look. No, it'll just say in a second. But it only counted as me sealing 10 last time, when if I got one more, just one more, it would have counted as me sealing 14. Would have been 4 extra, what do they call it? It's going to pop up right now. Thermia fractures sealed. It just says that. Okay, that's kind of, I don't have a name for it. But like that time, I only did 4, and it went up by 7. Because that's what I try to do. If you fill up the canister fully all 4 times, you fill up the canister, then it'll count as 7 Thermia fractures sealed. But I couldn't find an 8th one last time, so I got 10 instead of 14, which kind of blows. Oh, I got something, didn't I? Yeah, Amalgam Shotgun Spaz. Nice. I don't really care about any of those, though. I'm just going after, what is it called? Going after the Opticore Vandal. Hey, Saul, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you here. You're wondering what's good? Nothing too much. I'm just sealing some Thermia fractures in Warframe, trying to get myself the Vandal variant of the Opticore Vandal. A lot of people seem to like that gun. Even if I don't like it, I'll be happy to have it for the mastery rank fodder. You know, I gotta go through those Vandal. I gotta go through those Vandal guns at some point, so why not now? And I don't mind doing this Thermia fractures thing. It's somewhat enjoyable. It's kind of a lot having to do 100, but there was like 12 days that this event has been going on for. Today is like the 7th to last day, I think. So for the first 5 days, I haven't worked on these Thermia fractures at all, and then I'm doing like a huge bulk of it today. Like I already got, well, where are we at? 31 now. We're at 31 fractures sealed out of 100. So I did a third of it all in one day when there's 12 days total of the event going on. I was really happy though. This would be a huge pain in the butt if I didn't have my Arcwing launcher. The fact that I could get the Arcwing launcher made it so that this was actually worth doing. I'm not going to be able to get as much of this done today as I thought, though. I've been streaming for like almost 2 hours already? That's crazy. That's crazy. This takes a little longer than I thought. In my head, I was like, it's not so bad. It takes quite some time, I guess. Because I guess you could say I started an hour and a half ago, I guess would probably be the most accurate way to say it. And I've gotten, let's see, I did 7 before the stream started. So I've only gotten 24 Thermia fractures sealed over an hour and a half. I don't know, just to make the math easy. You could probably get 100 done in 6 hours. Oh, yeah, that's a little bit longer than I thought. That's like twice as long as I thought it would take to get 100. People can probably be faster than that. I bet I'm just kind of slow. Oh, that's not the right way. I need to be actually making sure I go the right way this time. I almost made the same mistake that I've made like twice already. Almost did the 3rd time, but I caught myself in the middle of doing it, and now we're actually headed towards the Temple of Prophet. I was flying the wrong way for a second there. Which I did twice already. Flew the complete opposite direction of where I was supposed to go. Alright. I can see the giant crab already. I swear it's in the same spot every time you spawn in. You just fly straight here. It's always way in the back on these mountains. And we gotta take one of these coolant carrying things behind it. Okay, straggling off separate from the rest of them. Get that one, it's an easy target. Get the heck out of here before that thing kills me. Because it will. It won't hesitate. Alright, and now we just gotta find Thermia fractures, and look, there's one right there. Boom. Place that, and we gotta defend this. It's not a very good spot to defend, but I think we'll be alright. We've been alright so far. Volt is a half-decent defense warframe, but with the shield. I like the fact that you can sit on this and you get, like, the effect on you. What the heck? For some reason I didn't expect to see that thing. It's just not an enemy you typically get after you. And they do not like me right now, I'll tell you that much. Are you getting able to be shot again? Perfect. Kill that thing, because I don't even know how deadly it is, but I'm sure it's deadly enough that I don't want it alive. These flying guys always drive me crazy. They're just hard to hit. Okay, fourth of the way there for this fracture. And it always seems like the beginning is the craziest, and then it slows down a little bit, so I bet we're already through the thick of it. Could be wrong, though. I'm getting sniped, which I really don't appreciate. I'm going to put this shield up and get him. There we go. Down goes the sniper. It's just hurting. This guy blasting me out from behind my cover. It's alright. Majority of the enemies are behind my shield now anyway. I basically put that up just because my shields were down low for a moment, and I knew that sniper could shoot again. And I didn't want to get shot by the sniper again before I shot him. So I just made sure that wasn't going to happen. They're like all over this Thermia fracture, and I can hardly see them. Halfway done with this Thermia fracture now. They definitely didn't make it a quick defense. Like, I was surprised that it takes 2 minutes. Every Thermia fracture to seal, you have to defend it for 2 minutes. Which, I'm surprised it's not just like 1 minute for how many you have to seal. I guess I guess they didn't want to make it too easy to get that Opticore Vandal. I don't know much about acquiring different variants of different guns. I know enough to know that they count as separate mastery rank. Like, you can get an Opticore Vandal master, or my bad. I guess, screw it, I'll stick with it. You can get an Opticore Vandal mastered, but you have not mastered the Opticore just because you mastered the Opticore Vandal. The different variants of the guns have their own separate mastery rankings, which is part of my attraction to getting Opticore Vandal. There's definitely easier guns that I could acquire than Opticore Vandal right now, but I mean, I'm gonna have to get it eventually, right? So I might as well get it now while I have the chance and the desire to do so. Alright, this thing's almost done. I don't even gotta kill those enemies. This thing's gonna be done before they get here. Alright. First fracture down. Let's go find another. Projectile warning. Oh no. I don't think it's going to get this far. There's another fracture right there, and there's another one to my left that I just saw as well. Having no trouble finding them currently. I think I defended this spot once before. I remember it going pretty dang well. They basically all try to come up from this direction, which really isn't so bad trying to defend from. Oh, level 52 Arseniximus. Took him down without too much trouble, though. It's one of these guys that's going to make me leap. It's another Arseniximus. It's one of these dudes. Switch it to semi so I can actually kill him quickly. Why are they all Eximuses showing up? That's what I want to know. Is there an enemy on that? There is. Thought I saw red over there for a second, and the health is going down. Where the heck did these things come from? Okay, maybe this isn't as easy to defend as I thought it'd be. Alright, that is irritating. It's got a laser beam that shoots me around like a water gun would. Like a... more than a water gun. What would you call like a firefighter's hose? Fire hose? Yeah, it's fire hose. The laser gun was shooting me around the way a fire hose would. I was like, I don't think so. I cannot see anything that I'm shooting at. The only reason I even know there's enemies around is because of my mini-map. Oh, this is one of those crab things? I had a feeling another one of these was going to show up for some reason. Seemed likely in my mind. And I guess it was. Take care of that punk. This is crab thing. I'm sure it's back to being able to get shot again. There we go. Dead before it was even able to get back up. Good. Yeah, I remember defending this being easy, but now that I'm here, I'm not having such an easy time this go. Last time I was here, defending this was like a breeze. Not anymore, I suppose. It's really not so bad, actually. There was some enemies... When enemies do show up, it's hard to see them and kill them. Especially since I was expecting them to come from different spots than it seems the bulk of them are actually showing up from. So I thought they were all going to come from over here. But it seems like a lot of them are actually coming from up this little hill. Which kind of caught me off guard, because that's completely backwards of what I was expecting. And I got over here, and they were all over the Thermia fracture, which is super hard to see through. But now that we kind of dealt with the enemies that were back here, they're only showing up very infrequently. And I'm kind of just standing here waiting for the number to go up. That's easy peasy defense right there. I like how inaccurate these shots are. See, this is what I'm talking about, where the Corpus... I'm pretty sure the Corpus do more damage than the Grineer do. Like, the Corpus are actually deadlier than Grineer. But because they miss, their accuracy is nothing like the Grineer's accuracy. They're not even close to being as much of a threat. Even though they actually are deadlier, they miss so much of their damage that they're not that threatening. Out in these open map areas, it's super easy to keep your distance from the Corpus and have them not be all that bad. But when you try to keep your distance from the Grineer in the same manner as you might try against the Corpus, it does not work out in your favor. They just freaking shoot you dead anyway. It doesn't matter that you're a half a mile away. They're able to just get you. It ain't no thing for them. I don't want to be on the complete opposite side of that. Oh, I defended this one once before as well. I remember saying it was in a little nook. Okay, so I'm starting to believe that the Thermia fractures definitely, they definitely spawn in same locations. They're not randomized. I mean, what I mean by that is, like, there is set locations that they must spawn at if they are going to spawn there. They can't just be, or they're not just randomly placed somewhere on the map, which makes sense because that could probably make for some really messy Thermia fractures if they were like split all the way across this super rigid mountainside or something like that. See that thing just fall right through the ground? Drives me nuts, man. Drives me nuts. That's the only problem with Warframe is they don't seem to care too much about polishing the game itself. They do a good job, and it's definitely playable. There used to be game-breaking bugs that would make you have to like quit your mission out and stuff like that because it just you weren't going to be able to complete it anymore because it glitched out. And I don't really see that type of stuff anymore. That used to happen when I played on PC back in 2016. Like, I remember exterminate missions were really bad. You would almost... I felt like it would happen more often than not that you wouldn't have enough enemies to kill on your exterminate mission, and you wouldn't be able to finish it because, oh, you're 2 enemies short, and there's no enemies anywhere on the map anymore. That sort of thing used to happen pretty frequently in not just exterminate, but other examples from other missions as well that I just don't remember. I know it was a thing though, like getting stuck in spots and doors not opening. It's saying you didn't capture the rescue target when you did. And he's standing there and you're looking right at him, and then he just gets, you know, you just fail the mission anyway. But all that type of stuff, I don't experience that anymore. But there's still a handful of glitches. That's for sure. And it seems, I don't know, I guess they probably prioritize the game-breaking ones over the ones that don't matter that much. They probably just have a list of, like, things that could be better if we have time to get to that, you know? But they're always busy working on something more important, probably, than making the MOAs not clip through the ground a quarter of the time. Or making it so that when you first enter Orb Ballast and immediately try to spawn your K-Drive launcher, it doesn't glitch out and make it so you can't use your K-Drive launcher until you reload the whole entire area. Hey, Richard Hall, it's good to have you in the stream. How you been, man? Alright, there we go. What was that, the second one? Oh, that was the third one. Nice. We're moving right along with this canister. I'm pretty sure there's another fracture even. I don't think that was the one I was thinking of. But that is another fracture, so let's go to it. Okay, this one can get kind of messy too. It's usually not too bad though. They can't come from that direction, which is nice. But it's just a lot of open space in front of me for enemies to shoot at me from, and they all get bulked up out there, and they show up from the right side like this too. Okay, in typical fashion, it's being crazy right off the bat. I bet I'll kill off this wave of enemies, and then it won't be nearly as crazy. Alright, cool, so let me shoot the Jackal. It doesn't look like it's active yet. Took the Jackal down and it didn't even react. They forgot to turn it on. Oh, I actually shot that guy midair. He's still alive though, sadly, but I did blow up his jetpacks, so he's not flying around anymore at least. Barely shot that thing. That guy's too far away. A little bit closer so I can get him and his buddy. Hey, aren't you supposed to be going after the canister, not me? Someone's trying to snipe me. I need to take care of them. Yeah. Those snipers are deadly. I'm used to playing against the Corpus in a matter where I expect them to be very inaccurate. And then they just throw in that rare sniper unit. Really throws a wrench in my whole tactics. Which is basically just staying far away from them. Because if they can't hit you, they can't hurt you. Oh, I don't have energy for a shield. Holy crap. How not? I feel like I haven't used one in quite some time, and I still don't have the energy for another one? Why don't you guys ever drop energy? Dang. There's some right here. I feel like all the enemies are hunting after me, and nobody is going after the canister. Which, I mean, that's alright with me. I'd rather they try to kill me than the thing I'm supposed to be defending anyway. But it's just kind of bizarre. Okay, there's a lot of them right now. I need to get a little bit more trigger happy and kill these guys off a little bit faster because they're showing up in kind of large numbers. It didn't calm down too much. There really was no first wave of enemies. They've kind of just been coming non-stop. Aw. Too far away. What's that thing at? 80? Just a little bit longer on this one. That's the fourth one, wasn't it? So we didn't have to try to find another fracture. We just go get... I guess I could try again to go get another... to try go get another coolant cell without going back to Fortina first. Because I've been leaving Orb Ballast after every 4 fractures, because the one time I didn't try, I couldn't find an 8th fracture. I got 3 fractures on the second canister, and then I just needed a 4th one to make that second canister count as 7 different fractures sealed. And I could not find a 4th fracture. Oh, that's the one I was thinking of that I was trying to find. Okay, so I don't think we're too far away, actually, from the Temple of Prophet. Where am I? I don't even see me. Where am I? Oh. We were towards the top left. Yeah, I don't know. I'll be surprised if I can find that fracture again. Hanging in there. Glad to catch a stream on time. Yeah, I'm glad to be streaming. I've been pretty spotty with my streaming, as I'm sure you all have noticed. I don't think I have to tell you guys that, because you probably already know. And I do apologize about that, but it's just not something I want to force upon myself. Okay, I can hear the banging. Sounds like it's over this way. Ah, there it is. Okay, does it have its buddies with it? It does have its buddies with it. Alright, let's get one of them. It's kind of nice. I have some cover between it and me. Not only these rocks, but even when I went out there to grab the canister, there was like some type of growth. Alright. So we got another coolant cell. We're back on the hunt for fractures to seal. There was one that I found, but honestly I probably should have paid more attention on the map where I was when I was over it, so I could have returned there. Because now I'm probably never going to find it. But I need to find 4 more in total. Last time I tried doing a second canister, I found 3 fractures, and I never found a 4th one. I'm really hoping that does not happen this time, because that sucked. I do not know how defending this one will go. It seems like it's going to be kind of tough, because it's like up in the air. So they're going to be able to shoot at it. Well, I guess really only from this side they're going to be able to shoot at it from long distances. Oh, are they only level 20 though? That Arctic Exodus was only level 20 for some reason. Whoa, it's a Jackal. The Jackal's level 45. Alright, switch to semi-auto for sure for this thing, so I can be powerful enough to actually kill it. There we go. That wasn't so bad. There's an enemy on top of this, though. Get rid of that. Another one trying to creep up. Oh, a few trying to creep up over here, huh? This thing dropped a mod, and I didn't grab it, did I? Also, its shield just stayed. I can still hit it. That's hilarious. I killed the Jackal, but I did not kill the shield that it deployed. Kind of hilarious. I wonder if it'll just stay there permanently. Oh, nope, it's gone. Definitely not staying there permanently. Sometimes the fracture itself kind of sounds like laser guns, multiple laser guns getting shot. So I thought for a second that it was covered in enemies because it kind of sounded like it was. It is just the sound of the Thermia fracture itself. Oh, that hurt. Let's get a shield up. I don't even know what that was. Oh, there's a sniper way back there. Maybe even a couple. We need to go get rid of that guy. There we go. I didn't realize that guy was a sniper. I saw him back there earlier, but I didn't prioritize him at all. I basically just left him alive because I didn't realize he was a threat from all the way back there. And that's what I'm talking about, where you get used to the Corpus being super inaccurate and playing against them like they're inaccurate enemies that aren't going to be able to hurt you at all until they're nice and close. And then they just put one sniper into the mix, and it's like, whoa, what happened to my shield? Suddenly they're gone. And there's that guy far away, just the one enemy who's actually accurate. For the most part, like, I don't worry about those guys that are way back there at all, because, I mean, look, they're not doing nothing. And even if they do try to shoot at me, look how inaccurate they are. It's hardly threatening. Somebody's close by hurting me, though. Yeah, that thing. So most of the time, I just keep my gun in semi-auto mode, or shotgun mode, as I like to call it. And I don't really got to worry about a thing. Just the enemies that get close, and all of them get one shot, because this thing in shotgun mode is nice and powerful. We're at 85 out of 100 in this sealing process. I like that majority of them were spawning on that side, because that's the opposite side from where this canister is sitting. So they have to get all the way across this ridge before they get a chance to destroy this thing. And I have easy cover. I can just chill here, and it's like, what you gonna do? I got 50 of you guys shooting at me. I'll just pop my head behind this hill. Alright, let's take this and get the heck out of here. Go find ourselves another fracture. Hopefully we won't have too much difficulty. Oh, and look, there's one right there. So yeah, we didn't have too much difficulty at all. Nice. Just moving right along. Alright. This one, I don't think I mind this spot too much. It's like at the top of the hill, and it's kind of got little hills around it, except for this one side. But I don't even know if they're going to come from that side. It seems like they're coming more from the right and back here than anything else, which is unexpected. I thought they were all going to be showing up over there. They are not all showing up over there. Slash damage hurt me pretty good. So, I love my mini-map. Helps me detect enemies so much. I just realized I don't have a companion equipped. I typically have a companion equipped, but for some reason right now I don't. Oh, it's because I was taking a screenshot for my thumbnail. And I don't like having the thumbnails too junked up with a whole bunch of random stuff going on, because I've noticed that thumbnails can get confusing very quick if they're not clean looking. So in order to keep it more clean looking, I unequipped my companion so that I wouldn't have it floating there above my head in the thumbnail. That was why. Alrighty. This is going well so far. I think I am going to put a healing thing down. Just get my health back up to 660. It's only 260 health difference, but I'd so much rather have 660 HP than 400. Even though it doesn't really matter too much if I die, to be honest. But I like to prevent it anyway. The game is more fun when you actually care about dying or not. Granted, you can only die 5 times in a mission before it fails you. But at this point, I'm like 3/4 of the way through my mission, and I haven't died once yet. So if I did die once, it wouldn't really matter. But nevertheless, I'm gonna try not to die because it's more fun, and I have plenty of these health restores. Plenty. Alrighty. Only gotta get, I don't know, 10 more seconds or something for this fracture to seal. It's a little bit longer than 10. It's more like 15. What is it? It charges up to 100, but it takes 120 seconds to do that. So each little tick that goes up is just a little bit longer than 1 second. Alright, we're halfway there. We gotta find 2 more Thermia fractures. This is like a hotbed over here. I found like all sorts of them around where I'm at right now. Don't know if that means I should move on because I already found them all, or if I should stick around and try to find more in this described by me hotspot. Not really finding any though. Oh, there's one right there. Awesome. We'll just have to find one more after that. Was that another one right behind it? Oh, no, it's not. It's one of those stupid beacons. Okay, this is one of my favorite ones to defend. Actually, wait, this is a different one than I thought it was. I haven't been here yet. But this looks like it's going to be one of my favorite ones to defend. Heck, man. Where are they going to try to get at me from? If they come from this direction, I'm set. Oh, and look, there's a jackal right there. So they might be trying to come from this direction. Cracks me up when it's like sitting there like that. It's like it takes a second for it to start engaging you, and you can kill it before it actually starts attacking. I so want to believe that that's the primary direction they're going to be attacking me from, but yeah, look, one of them just came up from behind. Yeah. So I don't know how they end up down here, but somehow they're like, see where they're coming from? What in the world? Oh well, I still have the high ground, and from over here they can't really harm me until they're nice and close. So I can kind of just chill here, make sure nobody's coming around the riverbank the whole time. And then when enemies get up on that ridge behind me, or even when there's just a slow spot, I can turn around and check. Clear out the enemies from this side. God, I cannot hit that guy. There we go. 4 shots later, I finally hit him. Get the enemies back there. Come back over to this side. Get the enemies trying to come around this way. What did he shoot in the air? It's like it was trying to shoot missiles at me. And all the missiles hit the rocks above. That's what it gets. Ah. Okay, some enemies spawning over here. Oops, I meant to have this thing in auto mode so I could actually hit them from a distance. More of them showing up over on this side. Can't see anything past that fracture, though. I guess it's just the one flying drone. There's something shooting at me. It's these punks. There's like no reason for me to even kill these guys. They're hardly even a threat. But I got hit by one of their bullets. That's enough to irritate me into killing them. Oh, you trying to kill me, huh? I'll show you. I'm actually accurate. Ish. I'm accurate-ish. I don't always try very hard to be accurate. It's pretty easy to get away with being inaccurate with Fullman, because when you have this thing in semi-auto mode, like watch, I'll shoot next to him, and it still got him. Because Fullman has like an explosive type of projectile. At least when it's in semi-auto. But when I put it in full auto, it doesn't. So it's very easy to be accurate with Fullman, because I basically just have to shoot them or anywhere near them, and it will still hit them for full damage, which is really nice. I really like this gun. I'm sure there's better, but it's the best gun that I've come across so far. I was really hoping that I'd be able to get a what's it called? Oh god. The flamethrower. I don't even remember what the flamethrower itself is called. What is it? It's the is it the Vandal variant of that? No, it's not the Vandal variant of that. What is it? Egress? Ingress? Oh, I don't remember the name of the gun. It's like a flamethrower. But you can get it from Barrow Katir, and I was hoping you would have that on this visit, but he did not. He had some other guns, which I purchased, as well as some shoulder pads. Alright, so we just need to find one more Thermia fracture to finish up this canister. Hopefully we can find one this time, because last time I tried doing 2 canisters, we got to this point where I had 3 fractures sealed with 1 canister, and then I couldn't find the 4th one, or an 8th one, if you will. I don't know if you can see them from a distance or not. I don't know if they, like, pop in or not. I assume they do, which is why I've been kind of flying low and looking close the whole time. Just because it never seems like I can see any at all from a long distance away, so I assume they don't pop in until, you know, you're a certain distance from them. I could be wrong, though. But yeah, I found 7, like, one after another with no problem. I get to the 8th one, and it's like, where is another one? I actually shot that thing from that distance. Like, I don't know, maybe I just look in all the wrong places. There's something weird going on here. That looked orange and glowy to me. It didn't look like a Thermia fracture, but it had my Interest, that's for sure. I just had the exploiter orb. Look at that. You see, I can have it pop up from here. Are you serious? That's that giant crab enemy. That's wild. I'm so far away from that. Hey, look, a fracture. Nice. I like the way this one's situated right here on the road. I'm sure all enemies will end up on this road, giving me a chance to kill them before they get a chance to get to where the canister is. It's not like they're going to be coming down that mountain. They're going to be coming from this road. So I can just stay on the road and defend the road well. If I defend the road well, then I defend my canister well. Keeps it simple. Even from coil drives, which I have no good reason killing. Ah, one of these crab things. It like jumped at me through the explosion of the coil drive. It's actually kind of surprising. This guy sent me flying in the air. Just focused on that crab, so all these smaller guys actually made it close up. The crab is taken care of now. Get rid of that reinforcement beacon before it causes me trouble. Alright, we're already a third of the way done with this fourth fracture on this second canister. I like those four-legged enemies. I just like having variety in enemies as a whole. Except for those goddamn rattles. If there's any enemy that I hate, it's the rattle. You know that, like, corpus enemy that they put some type of telepad on the ground, and then the rattles start spawning in through the telepad, and they roll around on the floor until they get close to you, and then they stop and start shocking you. And I mean, that's all fine. The part that drives me crazy is they're kind of small. So you have to aim down and aim accurately in order to hit them. And it just completely stops you from attacking other enemies. With all the other corpus enemies, they're like kind of the same height. So you can just shoot and hit them all. But then you get these rattles and it's like, oh, I gotta aim at the ground to get these things. And they can just be a real pain. I especially hate them on exterminate missions. Because when you're doing an exterminate mission and then rattles start spawning into the, they start spawning in, then it makes it so you have to kill more enemies. The more rattles spawn into your exterminate mission, the more the number will go up. Every single time a rattle spawns in, the amount of enemies you have to kill goes up by 1. So killing those rattles does not help you complete your what was it, execution? No, not execution. When you have to kill all of them. I can't remember the name of the mission. Oh, got ran over. This thing almost done yet? Oh, thank God. Alright, so we just have to touch it one last time and it should vanish. Whoop, there it goes. Now when we get back to Fortuna, it should say that we got 14 fractures sealed. Well, actually, it won't say that because it'll add it to the number we're already at. So it should say 45. It'll say I have 45 fractures sealed total when I get back to Fortuna, which I should be able to see the smoke coming out of it by now. Yep, there it is. Find my way back there. I actually really like the open map areas in this game. Orb Valis and the Plains of Eidolon. I think the Plains of Eidolon came out before I quit on PC, because I remember going to the Plains of Eidolon, or maybe I saw that maybe I saw an advertisement for that had open world in Warframe now, and I was like, ooh, I should boot that up and try it out. And I didn't fully understand. I didn't check it out at all, so I just went to the open world mission and expected something to happen, like what happens when you go to any other mission in Warframe. You know, you just start up the mission and then it like prompts you to do stuff and you do it, and then that's the mission. But that's not how it works with the open world ones. You go to the open world one and you have to like talk to the right people in order to have stuff to do, or you have to know what to do in order to have something to work towards in the open world areas. So I remember I went out to the Plains of Eidolon back, it was probably still 2016, maybe 2017 at latest. I'm not entirely sure when it first came out, but when it was brand new and they were advertising that there was now open world in Warframe, I remember I went back as a noob and I entered the Plains of Eidolon, and then I just ran around and I was like, this is cool and all, but like, what do I do? And then I never played anymore. I didn't give it enough of a chance to figure out what I was actually supposed to do. And I was just like, well, this is great and all, but it's kind of lame. And then I didn't play it. And the reason it was kind of lame is because I wasn't doing anything that you were supposed to do with it. I just went out to the plains and roamed around and collected materials that I had no idea what they were used for, because they were like, you know, there's completely unique materials on the Plains of Eidolon and also Orb Balis that are different than what you get anywhere else in the game. So I got these materials that I had no idea what to do with. I wasn't doing any bounties or working towards getting any syndicate raised. You know, I wasn't doing anything with the open world things. It just existed. And I was like, well, that's different and neat and all, but I was too noob to understand. Which I feel like that happens a lot in this game, is that it gets to a point where you're like, well, what the heck am I supposed to do? And you gotta figure it out on your own, because there's nothing in the game that like tells you, hey, are you trying to get this particular weapon? Then you need to do this. So you just have to like figure out what you want to do and what the best way to do that is going to be. Like to get my mastery rank up, I want to get guns and stuff. I was like, okay, well, let me start with the easiest ones to get, all the guns on the market. I don't think I've purchased exactly all of them, because I know I left out some of the Arcwing weapons, as well as some of the like dual weapons when I was buying blueprints off the market. But I basically have all the weapons that you can just buy blueprints off the market for, because that's an easy way to get weapon blueprints. Usually getting a weapon or a blueprint for a weapon is kind of an ordeal. So I was like, let me just get all the easy ones out of the way so I can boost my mastery rank up. Now I actually have all of those still sitting in my inventory. Alright, so let's wait for this dude to get a symbol above his head. Things are not fully loaded until this guy gets a symbol above his head, and funky stuff can happen to your equipment. If you start trying to spawn your equipment in before everything's loaded in totally, I notice a glitch every single time with the K drive launcher. If you try to launch the K drive before Orb Balis is completely done loading, it'll glitch out and it won't spawn in, and the reset counter will stop at 0 and never actually let you spawn in the K drive again until you reload the entire area. I don't know if that happens with the Arcwing launcher. I've yet to try it out. I'm sure I will one day, just out of curiosity. I went the wrong way again. I do it every time. For some reason, I think I know the way. For some reason, I think I know the way to the Tower of Profit from Fortuna without using my map. And every single time I get there and I'm like, this isn't where I'm supposed to be. And then I'm like, oh, I went the wrong way. So I apologize for wasting all your time flying back and forth like this. I didn't even look. When I went back to Fortuna, I didn't even look at what my Thermia fracture count is at. I assume it was at 45, which isn't so bad for one day, and I already got, like, it's been just a couple of hours, two and a half hours, I guess, well, extra precise, 2 hours and 20 minutes, and I have 45 fractures complete. I guess, I should probably say 38, because I think I did one before I started my stream, and I had 7. Okay, where am I at now? Temple of Prophets right here. Big old crab is where? There it is. Okay. Give me that. Oh, gosh. I should have expected that. Alright, this thing blasted me. That's okay. We respawned and got the thing that we're here for, and we're off. Ow. Still shooting at me from that distance. Still shooting at me. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's gonna kill me. I feel like I'm so far away and that thing's still hurting me. Okay. We're not far enough now. I don't think we ever will be. There's a fracture right there. Let's get down to it. Decent landing. Wasn't too far off. God dang jackals showing up. I prefer the jackals over those crab things, though. Oh, and the jackal killed me, too. I'm off to a horrible start here, man. I got killed by a jackal. Are you kidding me? Why is... Okay. For a second, it wasn't letting me deal any damage to it. I was like, why is it not letting me do that? And it wasn't because of the shield. I was shooting past the shield. But its health bar was, like, grayed out, which just means you can't do damage to it. God, getting launched up into the air like that gets old so fast. I think it only happened to me twice right there, and it wasn't even super rapid succession. But it was rapid enough for me to be like, ugh, again I got launched? Blowing up the coil drives. 2 in a row. Look at all that debris. I swear these enemies just spawned like right on top of this freaking thing. What side of this wall is it on? Okay, it's on my side of the wall. This should have been obvious. I don't know why I even had to question that for a second. What? That was a miss? How did I not hit that guy? Who did that coil drive drop off? Because I'm sure it dropped off somebody. Okay, here they are. There's another one. Oh, I wasn't able to destroy it before it dropped the dudes off, sadly. But, no matter. We'll just kill them anyway. That one was blending in with the rocks really bad. There was a MOA sitting there against the rocks, and I was looking right at it, and I couldn't see it because it was blending in. I was just staring at it like, where is this MOA? And it was right there at my sights. It was just blending in with the rock. Alright, we're at 60 out of 100 on this fracture. Just another minute, and it'll be complete. Sending out a lot of coil drives. Fine by me, because they're only level 20-somethings, and I can blow them up in just a few hits. So it's like a lot of their reinforcements aren't even actually arriving, because I'm just blowing up all the coil drives. That's A-okay with me, man. If they want to use those things to deliver their troops, and they want to send them right down in front of me, then you bet I'm going to shoot them. Huh, I thought I killed 3 guys. Oh, I guess there's more of them down here than I realized. Yeah, there was 6. I only expected 3 guys to be standing there, and there was twice as many. Oh, another one of these coil drives. That one I did not blow up before it dropped its dudes off, but it sounded like I killed those guys before they even touched the ground. They were in the middle of jumping out of the coil drive, and I shot them. Another one. They just keep sending them one after another. It's like, alright, I'll blow them up. Fine by me. Who are you guys? Where'd you come from? Alright, this thing's almost done. Just a couple more seconds here. And we can take it and off to find another one. Alrighty. A lot of orange lights around here, but none of them are Thermia fractures. Exactly. Okay, I went south of the Temple of Prophet, I see. I think last time I had really good luck more to the east of the Temple of Prophet. I was finding fractures all over the place east of the Temple of Prophet. So hopefully we'll have that same luck again. I don't know, maybe I shouldn't try to pursue the same area. So far, nothing. I didn't even have the easiest time finding just that one. There's another one right over here, though. Quite a bit of distance between this one and the first one, but look, there's another one right over there, so we'll have that third one without even having to look for it, which is nice, because it's so close to the fourth. Or we'll have that third one without having to look for it because it's so close to the second one, which is just, that's nice. I think that's my least favorite part about doing this Thermia fracture thing, is when I have to start looking for them. I can hear him screaming, but I'm not really seeing any enemies around. Another one of these flying guys? Get out of here. For some reason, they're tougher than regular units as well. I'm one-shotting like all of the regular units, but then one of those flying guys comes by. And it's basically, I have to shoot him twice, basically, every time. Oh, spawned in a jackal. Look at his feet bent. You see his foot all bent? Alright, well, I killed that thing. No trouble there. I must have gotten enhanced critical hit. I didn't pay attention to the numbers that came popping out of it, but I wouldn't be surprised if they were orange in color. God dang it, why would I have that ability ready to go? It's not the ability I should have at all. I can't see anything. I'm still taking damage. Oh, there's a sniper down there. Where's the sniper at? I need to take care of him. Is that him right there? I think it was, sitting behind that rock. Alright, back behind the cover. We took care of the sniper. There's dudes behind us, so it's not really cover, since they're right behind it. Put down one of these health restorers to do exactly that. Restore my health. Wow, I'm only halfway through this fracture. Feels like I've been at it for longer than that. What in the world? What in the world? That dude's... Gosh, he's all over the place. I cannot get that guy. Because I swear he's like teleporting this way and that. There's one of these beacons up here. I'd gladly take care of that and the guy who placed it. Hey, Stefano. Say, seems you're farming for Opticore Vandal, huh? Yep, that's exactly what I'm doing. I saw it and I was like, yeah, I could do a stream of me going through some fractures, sealing some fractures. So that's exactly what I'm doing. I know it's kind of repetitive because I'm doing literally the exact same thing over and over again the entire live stream, which is why the stream has died off quite a bit since the beginning. But oh well, still here doing it. I don't know for how much longer. I plan on only streaming. I mean, I figured I'd only stream for either another half hour to an hour longer. Not entirely sure how much time I have, but it's somewhere within that frame. Somewhere within that time span is how much time I have left to stream still. Say it's a pretty good weapon, better than the normal Opticore. See, I haven't had the normal Opticore yet, even. I don't know. I figure I'm either gonna want it eventually, or you know, even if I don't like the Opticore Vandal, because I got Fullman here, and my Fullman kicks a lot of ass. I'm not gonna lie. But I mean, it could be better than that. It'd be cool if it was. Because I'm all for getting more and more powerful. But even if I don't like it more than I like Fullman, I'll be happy to have it for the mastery rank fodder. Okay, there was another fracture that was close by, wasn't there? That I said, oh, I don't have to go looking for a fourth one, or third one, because it's right there. Didn't I say that? Where was that? How filled up is this? It's only halfway filled up. Where did that third one go? Wasn't it? Was it? Where was it? Oh, god dang it. I thought I wasn't going to have to look for it because I could see it so easily, but now it's gone? I don't see another fracture around here. There was one, dude. I don't remember particularly where it was, is the problem. I swear it vanished, though. Because it was like, it was super visible. I probably should have paid more attention to it when I was landing down, so I would have known which way to look. Oh well, we'll find two more, no problem. I love these things. I'm not the best at finding these fractures. Oh, there's one. I think that might be the one I saw from a distance. It looks like it's about in the spot that I was looking for. I remember it was at like a mountain like this, and it was like halfway up the mountain. It was a little flat spot, just like this road is. I think this is the one that I was looking for. The one that was close to the last one I just completed. Violet, you got 2 terrible chats at once. I'm sorry to hear that. Stay strong. You can do it. Alright. It's halfway dead, but it's not done yet. It'll get back up. Yep, there it goes. Struggling to get back up, but we can shoot it again. Managed to kill it before it did get back on its feet. And I'm glad. I swear there was more than that shot me from this distance. So you want to leave? You want an ice cream? You want a nap? Naps are nice. I don't blame you for wanting a nap. Hey, at least you only have like another half hour, right? Right? This one's always easy to defend. Because you basically just have to defend the road, which is nice and open and easy to see the enemies on. And as long as you do a good job defending the road, you'll do a good job defending the canister. Because the canister's on the other side of the road. And they can't get to it from the other side because there's a mountain on the other side. Oh, that's one of these snipers. Yeah, he needs to go. Get rid of that guy. If anybody's going to cause me trouble, it's going to be that sniper. Ooh, I actually got that. I shot that drone while I was midair. I got that one too, but that one wasn't as impressive. Only downside to this semi-automatic mode is you got to get nice and close to your enemies before you really get to shoot them at all. But it's so powerful. And I made the range a lot better on it than it was. The default range is worse than this, but I got some mod that I think it increases it by like 45% right now. I could upgrade the mod more, but I don't have the capacity to do that, so I would have to Thermia my weapon some more in order to increase, or in order to upgrade the mod that increases the range. And I don't know. I don't really, I don't feel confident about using any more Thermia on the weapon right now. All the mods that I have on it that are not already Thermia'd, I'm not super confident that I'm going to want them forever. I already Thermia'd my weapon for all of the mods that I'm confident I'm going to want forever. I'm not even confident that I want this one that gives it more range forever. It's nice, but I might find something that's more important. I'm still discovering mods that are probably necessities. Like just the other day, like I thought I had all the like real necessity mods, and then I got one just the other day. I think it's called Vital Impact. Makes it so that your critical hits do way more damage. Which I've been using a critical build without that mod. I've been using a critical hit build on Fullman, but I didn't even know that. What did I say? I didn't know the mod that made your critical hits do way more damage existed. And then I got it, and I was like, holy crap, I could use that. Alright, so we just need to find a 4th fracture for this canister. Yeah, true. Unless the system decides it wants to target you and give you another chat right before you leave, which you wouldn't be surprised. It does seem like it really likes to target you, Violet, based off what you've told me at least, which I can only assume is true. Which that's sucky. And then the fact that they were like, oh, the system not being balanced about who it gives chats to is no big deal. It's doing a good job, and it's like totally not. Like, way to go, car company. Alright, one more fracture. Come on, show yourself. There's gotta be one around here somewhere. Every time I see one of these orange lights, I'm like, yes! And then it's not. It's upsetting. Tell you one thing though, I'm getting hungry. I didn't eat too much today. I had a bowl of cereal and a bowl of soup, and that's been my food so far. It is now 4:30 p.m. Ooh, there's a Thermia fracture. It almost looks like it's on top of this building, but I'm sure it's just right behind it. Yeah, small building. Alright, well, we found another one, and good thing too. Oh, there's turrets here. Get rid of that. I don't know how I feel about this spot. It seems like enemies are spawning in from every which direction. I I know I defended one here once before, though. And it went alright. It wasn't anything bad. So I'm sure I can do it again. Oh, that turret just woke up. I guess I got too close. Take it out. Enemies spawning right next to the thing I'm supposed to defend. Always appreciate that. Jesus Christ, those enemies drive me crazy with how much they zoom around. What, is he going to come back like he did last time? Because I tried chasing him down to kill him, and then he came right back. Okay, it says there's enemies like right here, and I do not see anything. I guess they were there, though. Man, just kind of driving me crazy how it's spawning enemies right on top of me. Like, here, defend this! Spawns enemies literally right on top of the thing they're supposed to be defending. Makes it a little bit difficult to keep them from getting close. What is all that blue explosion going on? Let's say, don't tell me Profit Taker's coming after me. Hey, more toroids. Yeah, what is those blue? There's like these mortars coming down from out of the sky, and I don't think I've ever seen those before. And I'm trying to figure out what it is, because I don't know. It's happened twice since I started guarding this fracture. There's been like these huge, I don't know how to describe them except for like plasma mortars, I guess. There's been these like plasma mortars coming and crashing down, and I've never seen anything like it. Say, nah, you will eventually encounter him though. Yeah, I mean I want to, because there's a Nightwave challenge that comes up that is defeat Profit Taker, but you don't even get to kill Profit Taker until you're max rank in Solaris United. So I've been working on getting max rank in Solaris United, as well as on Cetus with what are they called on Cetus? It's Ostron. I've been getting pretty close to being max rank in Ostron as well. Because, well, I guess I didn't say that I was close. And then I said as well, which makes no sense. I've been working on both Ostron and Solaris United standing, and they're both almost at max rank now. Just a couple more days, and I should have it on both of them. Maybe a few. Say when you reach rank 5, unfortunately, you'll be able to. Yeah, I'm at like I said, I'm a few days away from there. I've been working on it. All right. Got that diluted Thermia. I don't know. Like, I want to go get another canister and just keep going, but I had a hard time finding 4 fractures that time, let alone 4 more. Maybe I should just reset it. There's one right there, but I mean, 1 is a lot different than 4. I had no problems last time. Maybe I should just go for it. I'm just worried that I'm going to be flying around forever trying to find fractures. Do those things ever pop out? I want to know. Can I just see fractures from any distance? It hasn't popped out yet. I have a hard time buying that that's the only one I could see from this distance. Maybe that one popped in because... Oh, there, it just went. Oh, it popped back in. See, this is what I'm talking about, where maybe I should go and reset them or something. I don't even know if going back into Fortina and back is gonna reset the fractures. I don't know that much about how despawning in works, to be honest. Oh, there's another one. Alright, screw it. Let's go get another canister. Temple of Profit is not that direction. It is this direction? Yep. That's the direction of the Temple of Profit. Jake is having a game night at his house tonight. Would you want to go if it's happening and people don't opt out? I mean, yeah, I guess. I got no reason to say no. So you'll get an arc weapon segment. It's quite a tough boss to solo. I imagine. I don't know if I would solo it, though. I mean, there's always the recruitment chat if I have too hard of a time doing something solo, but so far I've been alright. I even got to the point where I can deal with my Lich pretty well all by myself, because I was having a really hard time actually opening the Requiem relics. I could get the Requiem relics, no problem, but oh, is there even canisters near that thing? I don't even see it. Do you see any of the little... I don't see any of the canister guys. They get ditched back here. They're not, like, there with it. Alright, well, I'm going to take that as a sign. Let's not get another one, then. We're heading back to Fortuna. Changes shields so that changes damage types dealt on him. Oh, I see. Wow. Yeah, that does sound kind of tough to pull off by yourself. You'd have to bring, like, a different weapon that does a different type of damage, and there's only, like, 3 different weapons that you can bring. I guess, yeah, you could do the arc wing thing, and then you'd get more weapons available to you. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to be trying to fight Profit Taker solo. Oh, it's to my left. There it is. So plus the whole map's filled with level 50+ enemies. I mean, well, when it's Corpus, it's not too bad. It's not like Grenier completely surrounding you and then you can't even survive for half a second. At least the Corpus, they actually miss majority of their shots. But yeah, that doesn't add to making it any easier. That definitely adds to making it harder, so you're right. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'd be trying to solo Profit Taker if it takes a lot of different weapon types or damage types. I don't really know anything about Profit Taker. I haven't gotten to that point yet, so I haven't educated myself about it at all. It's like one of those things that I'll cross that bridge when I get there. We're at 52 Thermia fractures sealed. Not doing bad. Oh, I get another reward, don't I? Amalgam barrel diffusion. But you can't use these as well as, like, I can't have amalgam barrel diffusion and regular barrel diffusion at the same time, can I? If you can, then these are helpful. If you can't, then not so much. So, I'm pretty sure I can check somehow from here, can't I? Yeah, look, mods. Oh, I guess actually there's an easier way for me to do this. God dang it. Equipment, arsenal. And I can go check out, like, Mara Detron counts as a pistol. See, I already have barrel diffusion on here. So, let's see. Can I put amalgam barrel diffusion on here? Okay, no, it doesn't let you. It says you already have barrel diffusion. So just because it's amalgam barrel diffusion, it does not count as a separate mod. Okay, well, I'm not even that interested in these amalgam mods then. They're like a crappy version of the original plus a bonus that isn't even that helpful. So I never even used this secondary, so it doesn't even really matter. But I'll put Hornet Strike back on there. Alright. Close that door, because I'm pretty sure it doesn't load you back into Orb Ballast unless you let that door close and open. I say they can be useful on a heavy attack melee build. I can see that. Depending on, I don't know. Well, I don't know. It'd have to be. I don't know which mods you're thinking of in general. That one about rolling, I don't think would help at all. I mean, because you don't roll and then do a heavy attack, do you? Oh, I can't do it right now. You have to you just have to hold it. I don't know, but I bet there's one. Was there one that makes it so you can charge up your attack faster or something? I don't know. Melee was the way I used to go when I first got Broken War, but I'm not into being stuck with just a melee weapon. It sucks, man. Not being able to kill anything unless it's right up in your face becomes a real pain in the butt. If there's anything that makes playing on Switch inferior to other platforms, it's this loading screen to Fortuna. Or, I guess, Orbalis. I kind of did a morph. I used to pronounce it Fortuna, and then people told me it's pronounced Fortuna, but I have a hard time saying either. Fortuna seems wrong. Fortuna seems wrong. I like saying Fortuna. It's a nice blend of both, and I think it sounds better than either of them. Fortuna just sounds like fortune with an A at the end, which is just lazy and lame. Fortuna sounds like Fortuna. Fortuna. Now that sounds like a city name I can believe. I really like the way these shoulder pads look. They're probably like noob shoulder pads because I got them for the end of night. I got them for like the end of the Nightwave reward. It was like I got rank 30 in Nightwave and then it gave me that. But then it didn't stop there. I thought it would stop there. But there's like, I can keep leveling up. It shows a 1 and I can't check past the 1, but I get 15 Nightwave credits or whatever they're called if I level up again. And it's like, I thought 30 was the max. I figured I was done for this, you know, Nightwave season. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. I do that every time. I'm starting to learn. Tower of Profit's this way from Fortuna, not the other way, which I always think. Oops. I didn't mean to try to capture a video. That was an accident. I was trying to bring up this. Heading the right way? Heading the right way. Nice. Alrighty. Giant crab is like always in the back on those mountains for some reason. Mostly use heavy attack on exalted weapons. They can deal some crazy crits. Nice. I don't even know what an exalted weapon is, so that one's going over my head a little bit. But I'll take your word for it. Okay, we got one straggling in the back. I'm going to do some cheese with my K-Drive launcher so I don't get murdered in half a second. Alright, let's get out of here. Try to stay in cover from that thing, because that thing will shoot you from so crazy distances. I'll be like flying away so far away from that thing, and it's still shooting you out of the air. So I made sure to stay low that time. Okay, so flying way high up in the air definitely seems like a beneficial way of finding Thermia fractures. Can't go too high, because they won't pop in if I go too high up in the air. But I'm pretty sure even like this height is plenty fine. Yep, there's one right there. I'm not sure I like this location. It's awfully close to this Corpus camp. Alright, now we just gotta figure out where they're gonna try to spawn in from. Apparently right in front of me. Fine by me. So just that one Arctic Eximus that came spawning in? They're not gonna have more than that? Surprising. One of these guys flying around. Hey, I actually killed him in one shot. I'm glad. Granted, I missed like twice before that, so it was more like 3 shots, but shh. I don't know how I hit that thing. It seemed like I was way off with that second shot, but I guess it hit. Maybe I shot it just the right moment. Who knows? Does the, oh, some Warframes have a fourth ability that summons a signature weapon for them and them only. Oh, okay. So I've been wondering what was up with that, because you can get those weapons. I mean, you say for them and them only, but it's not, because you can get those weapons. Like, I have weapons sitting in my foundry right now, and when I go and read the description of the weapon, it says, you know, Gara's signature weapon. Or there was one other one. I don't remember if it was Gara even. But it describes the weapon as being that person's signature weapon. But yet I crafted it, and I assume I can use it too, even as Volt. Am I wrong about that? Do you actually have to be that warframe in order to use that weapon? That doesn't seem right. Say, not these weapons. So, I mean, I don't think you can call them signature weapons then, because it sounds like they already claimed something for different signature weapons. I don't know, maybe they're different. Maybe they're different. This is just awfully related to something that already exists that I know about, but they're actually two separate things. So the signature weapon that I'm talking about is not an exalted weapon. So there's weapons, there's melee weapons that are described as signature weapons for certain warframes, but those are not exalted weapons. That's what's going down with this conversation. Or what's happening with this conversation, if you don't want to follow my lingo. How's this thing doing down here? I haven't gone down and checked to make sure there's no enemies close by in a little bit. There's one guy way off on the road trying to shoot at it, but I'm not too worried about him. He lands one shot every once in a while. And this thing is almost complete. This was an easy defense. They just all spawned up here, and then I killed them before they even got anywhere close to my canister. Is that guy getting closer? I feel like he's getting more accurate. There we go. I got him. I didn't mind him at first, and then he started getting on my nerves. It's like, I need to kill that guy who's shooting at that thing from way far away. Let's say, I thought an enemy spawned there. How come I don't see anything? My nose is getting stuffy. I need to go blow it or something. Talking about Excalibur, Exalted Blade, Maces, Pistols, etc. Ah. I mean, well, those are just like abilities. I wouldn't really particularly call that a separate weapon that they spawn in. I mean, I guess they kind of do, but that's like, I don't know. It's just an ability. I started crafting Excalibur, but it's not complete yet. I can't even remember if I started completing the, oh, I'm done signing this thing. What am I doing? I can't remember if I started just the components or if I started the actual warframe itself. I think it's just the components. I got like multiple warframes in the works all at once right now. I actually unlocked more than Volt. I like playing as Volt the most. Because the other ones I unlocked, like I got, I don't know, I didn't really get anything too significant. Other than maybe Limbo, if you count Limbo as being significant, but I don't really think so. But the one that I got that I am probably the most proud of so far is Necros. I got Necros, which it's kind of a pain in the butt to get Necros. But I really wanted to get the Desecrate ability if I, needed to farm or something. I don't know. I don't even think it helps that much with farming. I mean, it helps a little, but I don't think it's like a huge difference. So, I don't know. Because it's just like nearby enemies that are dead. You get to have them drop loot a second time. So, for enemies that are nearby that you already killed, you get a second chance of getting loot from them. But I don't know, that's not that great. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's true. Necros is quite a pain to get. Yeah, just because you gotta get all those, you gotta get all of those... Oh, what was the boss called? You gotta get all those special nav coordinates in order to fight the boss. And it takes, it takes 5 of those nav coordinates every single time you want to fight it. And then it's not like you're gonna fight or you're gonna assassinate the boss 3 times and then you're gonna have all 3 separate Necros pieces. Of course, it's not gonna happen that easily. I got pretty lucky. I think I only had to fight it 5 or 6 times. I'm sure there's been plenty of people who have had to have fought. It's like that infected assassination mission. I do not remember the name. It's not Forid. Forid something else. Say, plus it takes an hour to build each key. Yeah, that part I don't worry about too much because I mean you build it and then you go do something else and then you come back and it's done. There's plenty of things to do in Warframe that it's not like I'm sitting there like, oh man, I got nothing to do while I wait an hour for this to be complete. Like, there's plenty of other things. There's always something that you could be working towards in a Warframe. If you got nothing to do, then heck, you're probably going to need more credits at some point. And farming for credits isn't always bad. I'm sure there's people who have played so much of this game that there is not much left for them to do. But I'm far from that point. I'm always feeling dry on credits, and there's still mods that I know exist that I kind of want, but I don't have yet. I was trying to get them in the past, but I gave up on it because it was getting frustrating. There's one that I was thinking of specifically that I'm not even sure how helpful it would be at this point. It was like shocking. Static touch? Was it static? I feel like it had static in the name. I don't know. It added 60% electric damage as well as 60% status chance. And I was trying to get that. And I got so many equivalent rewards, it wasn't even funny. I got like 10 equivalent rewards, but I did not get the reward that I wanted. Alright. We got 2 fractures put into this coolant, or put into this canister, or maybe we emptied this canister halfway. I don't really know. I'm pretty sure we're emptying coolant out onto the Thermia fractures. It just kind of feels like the canisters are filling up, but they're not. I'm pretty sure the canisters are actually emptying. These mods are musts. You get some from Barrow Katir, other from a sabotage mission. I don't know. I mean, it depends on how you play for what mods are musts and which ones aren't. This game has so much customization that you can make so many different things work. I've been going mostly criticals this whole time. That's been my method of success. Is just all criticals. And like I said, I thought I had like good mods for a critical build, or at least half decent ones. And I get friggin', is it Organ Shatter? I think that's what it is. Organ Shatter? I don't know. It makes your critical hits do way more damage, though. And I didn't even have that one until, like, just the other day. And I'm like, holy crap, now I can actually, like, do missions that I struggled with before. Enemies that seemed so hard to kill in the past, I can now kill, like, 4 times easier. It's so nice. I one-shot practically everything that isn't, level 60 or higher. And then even then, I still one-shot a lot of things at level 60 to 100, where I have been succeeding after getting this mod, where I was struggling before. I still one-shot most of the enemies. It's just the tough ones, you know. You can't one-shot a level 100 Bombard, but I can one-shot a level 100 Butcher. Or Fire Blade. What are they? Flame Blade? I think it's Flame Blade. Flame Blade. Flame Blade. Flame Blade. Sorry, it just sounds like Chain Blade from Ratchet and Clank. And that's how they say Chain Blade in the advertisement for, what is it? Annihilation Nation? No, that's a different game. I can't remember what it's called in Ratchet & Clank Up Your Arsenal, where Chainblade is, what the whole organization is called, but I still remember the Chainblade advertisement itself. Alright, this has been a shitty... Whoa, that sounded bad. I was going to say, this sounded like... This was a pretty chill defense wave. I didn't have to do much. It was like a few enemies. I was just saying chitty chitty bang bang. That's all it sounded like. Right? Did my phone just light up? Oh, yeah. That it did. Probably be a part of that conversation since I'm included. They're just talking about possibly having a game night. Alright. Gotta find one more fracture before this canister is complete. Cough, cough, demonetized for foul language. Oh, yeah, I know. But, I mean, it's not even a big deal even if I am. Oh, no. 5 less people will see this video. And I'll make 5 less cents. If even that. Probably not even. No Thermia fractures down there so far. That orange light, for a moment, I was like, oh yeah, here we are. Probably passing over ground that I already passed looking for them. Oh, another big ol' orange light, but not a Thermia fracture. Joy. They're seriously more rare than I would expect. It seems like they're all over the place when you're not looking for them. Like going around doing bounties. Oh, there's a Thermia fracture, there's a Thermia fracture, there's a Thermia fracture. And once I'm not doing bounties and I'm actually out looking for them, I'm like, You just kind of passed out. It's sure if that means your voice is soothing or not. Oh, you're not sure if that means my voice is soothing or not. Eh, it probably is. It's pretty monotone and it's easy to understand. I don't start yelling and shouting. Sometimes. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I do. But I would assume for the most part they're decently relaxing. Is that one? Is that Thermia fracture? Yes! I barely saw it. It's just hardly sticking out over this little ridge here. But there it is. Right next to a turret. It's like in this base. It's like Corpus base. It's like in it. Oh boy, we get one of these arachnoids after us. It's not letting me deal damage yet. There we go. Oh, and it jumped out of the way just as I could. Getting like sniped or something? What is all this? I'm gonna lay a shield down. That was a bad spot for one. I can move it, can I? I'm like, nah, I'd rather have it here. Switch the weapon again, you punk. There you go. Someone's shooting me from behind? It's this guy. I'm having a hard time feeling clear of enemies right about now. But I knew it being right on this base wasn't going to make anything easier. So I think there's enemies that were in the base that are being a part of this defense attempt now. That, you know, obviously, if I wasn't at this base, they wouldn't be a part of the offensive attempt that the Corpus are having. There goes my shield. All my cover. I don't have enough energy to make another one right now. Can't see anything. That's got to be my least favorite part about doing these Thermia fractures is running around trying to see enemies through the lava spewing up into the air. Ooh. I like getting the mercy kills on enemies even when it's totally unnecessary. It's just fun. Bullet ASMR. I should probably do it just for the lulz. I never have. I need to do more just for the lulz. I don't do enough at all just for the lulz. And it just, I don't know. I wish I was, I guess I'm just saying I wish I was more exciting. Alright. I cannot shoot these ospreys for the life of me, apparently. I missed that one like 3 times in a row. What is that dropped down there? Oh, it's gonna be one of those things that you grab and then it's like, oh, put it in the telecoms, whatever, and defend it for a while. I could probably do that now, but the first time I ever tried that, I was still very newbie. Latron was my best weapon, and I got rocked. Alright. 15 more seconds on this, and we should be done with this canister. Say you only yell and shout when playing Super Smash Bros. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna go back to streaming Smash. Super Smash Bros. Is one of those games that I like, but only if I don't play it too much. If I play too much Super Smash Bros., I stop liking it. All I can see is the flaws in Super Smash Bros. If I play it a lot. It's one of those games that are best every once in a while with my buddies, and other than that, I don't really enjoy it that much. Say, you're kind of a bland dude, but you have your moments. Playing Dead by Daylight with you the other night was fun, even when you got a little salty. It's hard not to get salty in that game. I don't like not being able to fight back by any means. And the guy's faster than me, so I can't run away, I can't fight back. All you can do is hide, and when your cover is blown time and time again, or you're just not very good at hiding, I guess. It sucks. Oops, I didn't mean to take a capture. I do that all the time. I don't know. I'll probably get more yell and shouty again when I live on my own. Right now I'm living with my parents, and I feel there's only so much excitement that I can get away with. Okay, cool. He's got the little guys behind him. Whoa! I did not mean to land right on top of it. Grab this. Get the K-Drive out, launcher out. Okay, is it gonna try to blast me? A lot of times this thing does some big old powerful attack. Okay, I think we're safe. Let's just get away. Alright. Got some distance. Get the Arcwing launcher out. Looking for more Thermia fractures. This is a lot to do all at one. I mean, they give you 12 days to complete this, and I'm like, let's do almost all of it in one day. Not seeing any Thermia fractures, but I haven't gone that far. I saw something. Oh, it's just the orange coming off of one of these mushrooms. There's something off over there, too. Oh, it was just orange lights coming off of, yeah, that. Also, I think I might have saw those street lights. It's 5:15. Ah, there's a Thermia fracture. I was like, if I don't find a Thermia fracture here soon, I think I'm just going to start calling it quits. But we can do 4 more. Say a little, what? How did you know I was in there? It's the most random and faraway building on the map, and he came right to me? What? Oh, you're talking about how I was on, yeah, you're paraphrasing me playing Dead by Daylight. Well, yeah, man, it was that way. I was in such a sneaky beaky spot, and he just came right to me. But I don't know. I get it. If he was good at the game, then you could probably hear from the outside that the generator inside was running. Which, if he went by there earlier and took note of the fact that there was a generator in there and it was completely silent, then later he could just come by and be like, huh, that generator in there, it's running now, it's not silent. There might be somebody in there working on it. And then he came in to check if I was working on it, and indeed I was. That's, what I assume happened. is that he merely just heard that the generator was being worked on. Or not so much being worked on, but that it at least had been worked on since the last time he was there. And he just went in to check on it. That was my assumption of what happened there. Still feel bad that you and Justin teabagged the only killer that dropped you off at the exit and waved goodbye. Well, I don't get it. He's supposed to be our opponent. Shouldn't be letting us win. He should be doing everything he can to screw us over. Except for camping. Can't stand that. They really need to, like... That game's been out since, what, 2016? And they never made it so that people who camp as the killer have some type of punishment for that. Like, if you stay within a 30-meter radius of a person hanging on the hook for too long, then, you know, maybe everybody can know you're there or something like that. I don't even know if 30 meters would be good for the game. That was just an example of something they could try. Just to make it so the killer doesn't just, like, chill there and watch the hook the whole time. And it doesn't really work when you do it against one person. But I've played the killer a couple of times in Dead by Daylight. And if you get two different people on a hook, and then you just go in between them, like walking back and forth from one to the other, there's pretty much nothing the other players can do for their teammates. But they're gonna try, and then you're gonna get them as well, and then you win. But it's not very fun playing it that way, because you basically just get a couple of players, and then you walk back and forth between them the whole time, being like, all right, when are we gonna get the other players? And then you do, and it's like, woo. So I don't know. I'm not a big fan of playing as the killer. And I'm really not a fan of killers who camp. 30 meters is roughly 39 yards, which is 90 feet, so yeah, you think that's reasonable? Well, yeah, I mean, I don't know where you... The yards were kind of unnecessary in the equation, because every meter is like 3 feet, isn't it? Isn't it like 2 point... It's not exactly 3 feet. It's like 2.9 or something like that. But it might as well be 3. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's exactly 3. I don't really know. But yeah, I don't know nothing about yards. I couldn't even tell you. I couldn't tell you how much a yard is. It's a weird measurement right there. I can't believe we're still using this imperial measuring system, though. It's like, it seems like cartoony at this point. Like, it's just a matter of fact that the metric system is easier to know and use. Just seems harder to Americans because we're so used to something else. But I mean, the whole way it works with everything being, you know, the way it works with everything being even tens, like with the whole, you know, a milliliter is this much, and what would be times 10 of a milliliter? A centiliter? I don't think anybody uses centiliters as a measurement, but I mean that's what it would be. A centimeter is what? Is that 1/100th of a meter? Is that right? Are there 100 centimeters in a meter? That's gotta be right. Just based off the way the words are, I mean, I assume the centa thing is like a century, meaning 100. So I imagine centimeter means 1/100th of a meter. That just doesn't seem right. A meter seems bigger than 100 centimeters. But yeah, this conversation alone between two Americans about the metric system, to somebody who is, you know, not American, I'm sure is decent insight for how we feel about the metric system. And that is, it's confusing. I don't know about Knight. I hope he knows it's better and doesn't think otherwise, because it is better. It's just confusing when you haven't used it your entire life, or really much of your life at all. I was never hardcore into science, which that's pretty much the only place America gets use of the metric system, is within the scientific community. Doesn't really get used anywhere else. Okay, this fracture's almost complete. Can't remember. That's the second one of this canister, I believe. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that looked like it was about half full there. Yeah, that's halfway done. Alright, 2 more Thermia fractures, and I'm not completed, but I think that's going to be it for the stream. Since you've had to do work with both Imperial and Metric, you personally prefer Imperial. It's a lot easier when you get into smaller/larger measurements. Well, it might be easier for you, but I mean, if you'd been using... If there was nothing that existed but metric, then it probably would seem just as easy. Because it would be what you know and what to work with. But when there's something else you know that you can work with, it's hard to want to work with what you don't know. Because it's like, well, what I have works. And if what you have works, it's hard to feel like you could use something that is improved, because it's like, it's good enough. Dang, I feel like I just got decimated. What happened to my shields? They're just like gone instantly from the guy who shot me 3 times. The heck? That was an Arctic Eximus? This jackal is really out of place here. Is that what decimated my shields? Maybe that jackal shot me before and I didn't notice? Ooh, Oberon chassis. So exciting. I actually mastered Oberon and then got rid of it already because it was like, yeah, I don't really want this, and if I ever regret it, I'll easily be able to make Oberon again. You're constantly getting his Warframe pieces. But even after learning and getting used to it, it's far too confusing and blah. That's what I'm trying to say, though. I don't think it actually is confusing. So, are you sure you learned it well enough? I'm not trying to be a hater. I don't think I've ever heard anybody say that metric is more confusing than the Imperial system. I don't think I have ever heard that. It's just a lot less confusing. The Imperial system is the one that's confusing. And you basically just have to remember it all from memory. You know, how much is this? How many of these are in those? You just have to know because you learned it and memorized it. You can't really, like, figure it out based off of, you know, any type of clue. There is no type of clue or anything. Like what I was doing with the centimeters and the meters earlier. You know, I have no reason to believe that there is 100 centimeters in a meter. As a matter of fact, that just sounds wrong to me. There's no way. A meter is way bigger than 100 centimeters, right? But based off the words, I would bet that there was 100 centimeters in a meter. Because, I mean, that's how it goes with the words, right? See, and if I actually used the freaking metric system, then I would know for sure. But I don't. I'm a freaking American using the Imperial system. And even then, I don't even get it. We use centimeters and inches, which that always really threw me off. Because centimeters are metric, and then inches are imperial. So what? What? Why do American rulers have centimeters and inches on them? It's just always, that's so whack to me. It's like, so we're gonna use both metric and imperial? Like, it's just weird. And you got your whole foot. There's no reason, there's no rhyme or reason why a foot is the length that it is. They say it's some king's measurement, foot of a king or something was that big. Then how come, where did the inch come from? And there's 12 inches in a foot. Which one did they decide first? Did they decide the length of the foot? And that there was going to be 12, you know, you divide it by 12 and it equals 12 inches? Or did the inch already exist? And then they got the foot measurement, and then they're like, oh, what do you know? It's 12 inches in a foot. Like, it's such nonsense. Okay, one more Thermia fracture. Just gotta find it. It'll be around here somewhere. Probably flying over areas that I already flew over. Looking for one. I'm gonna go off this way. I have a good feeling about this way for some reason, and I don't know why. Metric is dumbed down version of Imperial. They decided that there was too much to think about and cut out like half of it, while also deciding to spell meter wrong. Well, there's probably different spellings of it between American and English, which I really wish that wasn't true either. It drives me crazy. Like, just have, it's the same language. Just have it spelled the same way. Some British spellings I prefer, like theater. I don't like the American spelling of theater. I spell theater the English way, and I think it's better. I don't know. Now, some of them I disagree with, like all the ones that got those U's in them. Those U's are unnecessary. And color with a U in it, really? Come on, just listen to the word. There's no U there. Then again, it's English, and most of our words don't make any sense with how they sound compared to how they're spelled. That's what happens when you have a hodgepodge of 100 different languages and combine them to be one. Nothing makes sense. There's something else I was going to say, and I totally forgot what it was. I haven't found no Thermia fracture yet. I had a good feeling about this direction, and I guess I shouldn't have. So now I'm way on top of the mountain without a Thermia fracture. Surprised at the elevation changes here. Like, there is a lot of elevation change here in Orbalis. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Whoa. I launched a lot further than I thought I would. Where you at, punks? Oh, it's this guy who's going to try to send me flying? Oh, no. He's going to fly himself. Jackal. Oh, God. Getting to cover from that thing. It was melting me. Alright, is it still there? I don't even think that thing can move. I don't think the Jackal does very well on rough terrain. It's like Bethesda creatures when they get on areas that aren't flat. Stuff just starts getting wonky. You get a horse that can stand at damn near 90 degrees. Just like... God. Can't even hit a stationary target sometimes. Alright, I'm going to put a shield up, because there's a lot of bullets flying around, and I'm taking a lot of damage. I can hardly see anything past this goddamn Thermia fracture, though. Is there a sniper around here or something? How come it felt like I was getting dropped? It's just a lot of enemies, I guess. It's nothing to do with a sniper or anything like that. It's just a packed party. God, they're beating me up good here. I'm gonna have to go hide for cover. I don't have enough to make a shield again. Of course, they'd blast me out of my cover spot. Where'd he go? God, get out of here. You too. But I don't want to, like, just ditch this canister because they'll wreck the thing. See, they're all over it. Okay, I got him off. It's about as close to failing as I've gotten there. You see, they're all coming back right away. This is not giving it to me easy. So far, there hasn't been too much of a struggle on any of these. Maybe a couple throughout the entire stream. But they're not giving the last one to me easy. I swear that flying enemy, I just killed it, and then suddenly it turned into that guy. I think he just landed there before I really realized he even existed. There you are. Saw him on my mini-map. Looks like there's definitely more back there. Ooh, that thing clipped through the ground, but I managed to shoot it before it did. Alright, 15 more seconds. We should just have to touch it one more time and it'll vanish. Boom, there it goes. We got the diluted Thermia. And we can head back to Fortuna now. Which is, it's like towards the middle, but I never know specifically where. Oh, it's where the smoke's coming from, and I can see it from here. Hey, Kate. I don't know how to say your name. I know how to say Watkins, but not the first part. Cavies? Cave-Eyes? I'm sorry for not knowing how to pronounce your name. I could just call you Watkins, though, even though that might get... I don't know. I could probably get used to it. I don't know. If you told me how to pronounce it, I would know. Thank you for showing up. Sadly, this is like the end of my stream. I don't really have any more time left to stream, so that Thermia fracture that I just sealed was the last one I'm going to seal for the stream. But we sealed a lot. I've been streaming here for longer than 3 hours. We've been doing nothing but sealing Thermia fractures for the whole entire 3 hours. We're about to see how many I have completed for this day as a whole. All of them besides 7 Thermia fractures were sealed during the stream. You wish Red Dead horses worked like the ones in Skyrim? You swear your horse trips on individual blades of grass. Yeah, they trip fairly easily in Red Dead. It used to be really bad with me. I'm ballsy with my horse in Red Dead. I like take it off the trail in the middle of a mountain. Doesn't matter. So we got 66 Thermia fractures sealed today. 59 of those happened in this very live stream. So yeah, I don't know. Takes roughly 6 hours, I guess, to seal 100 Thermia fractures. Which sealing 100 Thermia fractures is how you get the Opticore Vandal. Is there another way to get the Opticore Vandal, or is that the only way? I hope that's the only way. Watch, I'm gonna find out there was like some way that's 10 times faster. Alright. I don't think there's anything that I need to check in my foundry. For some reason, my brain is telling me to check my foundry. Oh, it's for Forma. I mean, it's kind of unrelated, but I like to keep Forma just constantly coming because I need to work on my clan some more, which takes tons of Forma. Not to mention all the clan research that takes tons of Forma. I could always use more for, you know, making a build better. It helps to have Forma. So let me just see if my Forma is done crafting. Hey, it is. Look at that. Claim that. Start making another one. I only got one owned. I could probably use that for something in my clan. Let me go check that. Go over here to the dojo. I was trying to find a clan to join so I wouldn't have to go through all the hassle of getting my own off the ground, but I then realized that the other clan name is going to show above my head for other players all the time, and also it's a pain in the butt being a part of somebody else's clan. It's kind of nice just being in your own, and I get to name it whatever the heck I want. You know, I named it the Bullet Brigade. It's already done. Oh wait, I think I started the other side. Right? That should be complete by now. Yes, okay, so I can go in here, And I can start making a new research facility. Lab. So I already have... Does it tell me what I already have? Oh, I already have a Tenno lab and a Roken lab. But I do not have an energy lab, a chem lab, or a bio lab. So, I'm going to do exactly that. And it looks like, oh, I'm going to end up needing more energy before I can make all three. So, it looks like all 4 rooms are already going to be dedicated to... I'm going to need all 3 of these chem labs, or I'm going to have all 3 of these chem labs over here. And then I'm going to have another... How do you make the energy things? Oh, energy lab. Oh, so I don't need all 3 then. There's just the bio lab and the chem lab, the energy lab. Oh, wait, no, that is another lab. What is the thing that gives you energy, though? Is that this? No. Is that this? No. What gives you energy? Oh, right here. Energy. Okay. Reactor. Gives you 25 more energy. Yeah, I'm gonna have to make a reactor in this room. So there's actually 6 doors in this room. One of them is used up already to enter. I can use 4 other doors for the energy lab, the bio lab, the chem lab, as well as the energy reactor that I'm going to need. And then the last door can be used as an exit to, I don't know, if I ever want to make more in this clan than just all these research things, you know? Okay, so that's great and all. What should we do? What should we do? Energy lab, bio lab, chem lab? I'm going to do energy lab. I've been starting with the boring ones first. To me, the chem lab and the bio lab are the 2 most, like, interesting ones for some reason. I started with the Tenno lab because I really wanted to get the Arcwing launcher. And I guess the next one I'm making... Well, I made the Orokin lab, too. I guess the next one I'm making is this energy lab. You're wondering if Volt is my main. Volt is my main. I do have some other Warframes, but I haven't gotten another Warframe that's actually all that great for combat. So, I don't know. I've been enjoying Volt. Volt's dang good. Ain't nothing wrong with Volt. Alright, so we can contribute all. Did it actually give me everything? Okay, yep. So that's going to take 24 hours to construct that. I also don't have any more Forma because I just used my Forma on that. Which is why I constantly have Forma just building. Is because I'm always running through it. Yeah, I don't know. There's so much that I can do in this game. Honestly, the most apparent thing that I should do is probably raise my mastery rank, especially since I have a bunch of stuff going in my Foundry to get my mastery rank up. Like, if I go, it's just all chilling in there. In progress. Like, look at all this. I got prime weapons in here. Warframes. Oh, Excalibur, the pieces are done. So I can start having, or I can start working towards Excalibur itself getting built instead of just the pieces. Gara's just sitting in here. All these random weapons just chilling. Some of them I already have mastered, but like Kraken, I need... Oh, Miter's done? Ooh, I need Miter to make another gun. I'm glad Miter's done. Rhino's on its way. I got Shade sitting in here. Tonkor. Valkyr's on the way. About to have Excalibur sitting in there too. Do I not have the Excalibur actually like blueprint? I don't. Oh wait, no, it's right there. I'm Bleeding Bullet, and I saw what I was looking for, and then I moved on anyway. Alright, Excalibur. Oh, it takes an Orokin cell? I have, like, none of those. I have none of a lot. I need more Orokin cells. I need more freaking neural sensors. I could always use more Argon. I use that instantly, because it goes bad eventually. But I could easily jump my mastery rank up if I just wanted to train all those. But there's so much other stuff I've been doing in this game. And I got my mastery rank up to 11, which is good enough for most. I haven't seen anything like higher than mastery rank 14, but I'm sure it exists. Anyways, that's it for my live stream, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to be a part of the community, you can join the Discord. I've been kind of bad about using Discord recently, and I apologize for that. I want to use my Discord more often. I want to be, you know, more talkative with you guys, but I've been wishy-washy recently. And I apologize for that, but it's just it's not always easy making yourself like the center of attention, you know? Like when you're doing the streaming stuff, you know, it's always people talking to you, sending you videos. Oh, what do you think about this? Oh, can you watch this for me? Tell me what you think about that. Oh, how's your day going? Oh, Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. All this, yada, 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 yada. And like, I'm a very keep to myself type of person. So being center of attention is like not always what I want. Which is why I think I get to these points where I want to take a break from streaming sometimes, which is where I kind of am right now. I haven't been streaming much because I've been taking a break from it. And I still want to live stream. I still love doing this. But I don't know. I don't even want to say it's just the center of attention thing, because I kind of like that too. It's like I'm not usually the center of attention at all because I don't like to be. But then when you do the streaming thing, it's kind of like, in a way, I kind of do. I don't know, man. I don't know what makes me take a break from streaming. Disregard all that stuff I said about center of attention crap, because that was just nonsense that I was spouting. I didn't know what I was saying. What a great sign-off. Bye, guys.